And a pleasant good evening, everybody, and welcome to Marlington High School, the home of the Marlington Dukes. Tonight it is high school football on AM 1310 WDPN. It's the Marlington Dukes and the Tigers of Warrensville Heights. Hi, everybody. My name is Sam Berkman, joined by my high school football partner this year, Caleb Norick, and we come to you live from the home of the Dukes on a beautiful 83-degree early Friday evening as the Dukes and Tigers get ready for the lid lifter in the 2025 season. We're going to have game previews from all over the county coming up. We've got coaches' interviews coming up, but right now, Caleb and I are going to kind of set the table here for you as we get ready to roll here with the Dukes and the Tigers. We talked a little bit during my show before we started the pregame here, Caleb, and teams that are looking to what? Get W's. Marlington won 2 last year. Warrensville won 1. They need to turn it around.
Yeah, both teams looking to make a fresh start over. Warrensville Heights got a new head coach looking for rebuild. I hate to use that term, but in many ways that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to start from scratch and build a program up. Meanwhile, Marlington's got a freshman quarterback they're trying to break in, and so there's excitement there, there's nerves there, and both of them, like you said, they're trying to get in the win category.
Well, we talk about that freshman quarterback. It is Tyler Walder. He is wearing number 15, ninth grader, 5'9", about 155, 160 pounds. So he'll be the man tonight for Coach Joe Cardinal in Marlington as he begins his third year with the Dukes. Again, Marlington 2-8 a year ago, 1-5 in the conference, and again they will operate out of Division 4 and Region 13. Coming up here in just a couple of minutes, we will take a look around the Q92 Sports Network with all of our game previews. Warrensville Heights on the field, going off to the field to our left. Dukes went in the locker room a little bit ago. They're having some pregame activities here. I see they got some of the youth football players are out here. They got some youth cheerleaders out here. That's what it's all about, the kind of the small town feel of it all. And this is how you build your program. This is how you keep your program going. This is how you get tradition. And really a kind of a cool sight here in front of the home crowd here at Marlington. All right, what we will do is we will take our first commercial breaks here of the night, and then when we get back, we will take you around the county as far as all of our high school football game previews are concerned, and that is coming up next year on AM 1310 WDPN.
Peace of mind. It's one of the most important benefits that we can offer at Friends and Family Credit Union. Welcome to Family Secure Checking. It offers unrivaled security to protect your everyday finances and businesses, as well as comprehensive identity theft protection and reimbursement coverage, credit file monitoring, benefits for travel, shopping rewards, and cell phone protection that includes repair or replacement for up to 4 phones on your cell phone plan. It's time to bring a friend into the family.
For over 20 years, Pierce Motors has been your trusted, locally owned and operated auto repair shop, delivering ASE-certified bumper-to-bumper service you can count on. From oil changes to engine repairs and diagnostics, we do it all with quality work at a fair price. Visit us at 170 East Main Street, Limaville, or call 330-821-7744 today and see why so many in the community rely on Pierce Motors.
Hey, we're back here on AM 1310 WDPN. Sam Berkman, Caleb Norick, the pregame show before Marlington takes on Warrensville Heights on an absolutely beautiful night for high school football. Well, we told you we got you loaded up, right? The old Score 7 on Friday nights, 1 game on AM, 6 games on the Q92 Sports Radio Network. Let's start those game previews right now. Our FM game tonight on Q92, the Tarblooders of Cleveland Glenville and the Massillon Washington Tigers. Let's check in with Clint Scroggs as he sets the scene from Tigertown.
Glenville Tarblooders visit Massillon. Glenville was 11-4 last year after winning the previous 2 state titles in Division 4. Ted Ginn is in his 29th season leading the Tarblooders, but has beaten Massillon only once in 4 meetings, 31-17 in 2009 Division I state semifinals, the most recent matchup in the rivalry. Glenville continues its early season gauntlet with games at state champions Olin, Tangi Liberty, and Avon. And at St. Edward, quarterback Aaron Scales was an Ohio D4 Defensive Player of the Year. Linebacker Sincere Johnson was an All-Ohioan and is committed to Ohio State. Safety C.J. Newell ran for 1,100 yards and 18 touchdowns last year, but is expected to concentrate on defense this season. Quarterback Arvell Nelson split time last year. He's expected to take over full-time. Massillon had its bid for a second straight state title derailed by 19 penalties and a kickoff return touchdown in a regional final loss to Big Walnut. Tigers have only 2 starters returning on offense, both on the line, which is expected to excel again. Manny Patterson looks to get the call at quarterback as Jalen Slaughter is gone after starting for all or part of the last 4 seasons. Patterson played in 7 games last year, completing 4 of 9 passes. Xavier Owens, brother of state champion quarterback DeJuan Owens, should be the top rusher. He carried for 126 yards with a 3.9 average in 9 games last year. New defensive coordinator Jeff Kent comes from Georgia and will have last year's second leading tackler Jaden Williams at linebacker. The senior had 81 stops with 12.5 for loss and 5.5 sacks. Tigers host the Tarbletters. I'm Clint Scroggs for Q92 Sports.
In the Riverside Invitation tomorrow at 6 p.m.
Week 1 of high school football is here, and tonight we are live from Bob Cummings Field in Glen Oak High School for the Dover Crimson Tornadoes and the Glen Oak Golden Eagles on the Q92 Sports Network, presented by the Shark Zone Auto Group. Dover will have a new head coach for the first time in 30 years, as Dan If has retired. Matt Rees, who was the team's defensive coordinator, is now the man in charge. The Tornadoes welcome back many of its top players from last year, including dual threat quarterback Jack Judkins, who threw for over 2,600 yards with 23 touchdowns and also ran for 541 yards and 7 more touchdowns. Dover's offense averaged over 31 points last season, and they will look to do the same this year. For Glen Oak, they look to rebound after their 1-9 record last season, as head coach Scott Garcia has 28 returning lettermen, including the tone-setting linebacker Matt Rextus. He had 73 tackles last season and is the leader on the Golden Eagles defense. Javion McClendon is back. He is explosive, folks, 706 yards from scrimmage, also had 6 touchdowns, and 2 of those were by way of kick return. It's Dover and Glen Oak, and you can listen live on the Q92 Sports Network. Pre-game at 6:30, kickoff at 7. For Q92 Sports, I'm Mike Voorhees.
Friday night under the lights at Robert Fife Stadium in Jackson for the Week 1 matchup between the Chardon Hilltoppers and the Jackson Polar Bears. There's a new but familiar man at the helm for the Hilltoppers. After going 8-3, Mitch Hewitt stepped down in the offseason after 14 years and back-to-back state titles in 2020 and 2021. Enter new head coach Brian Landis. Landis is no stranger to Chardon. He served as Hewitt's defensive coordinator throughout much of his 15 years as an assistant for the school, including the back-to-back state titles. Chardon has been built on defense, but it will be helped by returning quarterback Drayton Allgood and a Division I prospect on the line in tackle Andrew Baggett. Allgood will also be utilized at multiple positions with emerging sophomore quarterback Andrew Cole. Head coach Jay Rohr starts his 4th season for the Polar Bears, returning 17 lettermen from their 8-4 record last season and co-Federal League champs. They graduated 41 seniors last season. Yes, 41. But Lucas Eckerman enters his 4th year as a starting varsity quarterback. Last year, he threw for 1,994 yards, 15 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions, completing 53.6% of his passes. And he will have some new weapons to work with. Chase Maurer will be the feature back this season. And senior Corey Jacobs has transferred back from St. Vincent St. Mary and will play a significant role at wide receiver. Join me, Ryan Keller, and Coach Antonio Hall with the call. Kickoff at 7 p.m. on Q92radiosports.com and the Q92 YouTube page. From Robert Fife Stadium, Ryan Keller, Q92 Sports.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Week 1 of the 2025 high school football season on the Q92 Sports Network, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group. I'm Jay Wilhelm, and I'm live from North Canton as the Hoover Vikings play host to Akron Buchtel. Buchtel finished last season with a record of 4-7 and 3-2 in league play. The Griffins started last season by beating this North Canton team by a final score of 22-13 but the season went down quick as they then proceeded to lose 5 straight. They'll look to start with another victory this season, but get a little bit more consistent in the win column. The North Canton Hoover Vikings come in off the heels of a 6-5 campaign last year as they finished 3-3 in Federal League play. Head coach Brian Baum is entering his 11th year as the head coach. They have 16 returning lettermen and will look to take the next step this season as they have a little experience at the quarterback position this year with the return of senior John Collins, who's been under center since week 3 of last season. Week 1 is here as I'll begin with Buchtel at Hoover with kickoff scheduled for 7 p.m. Tune in to Q92radiosports.com live from North Canton. This is Jay Wilhelm, Q92 Sports.
A new era at Canton McKinley football begins tonight as new head coach Renzi Parnell leads the Bulldogs on the field for the first time tonight on the road against the Warren Harding Raiders right here on the Q92 Sports Network, presented by the Sarshone Auto Group. Coach Parnell comes to McKinley by way of Akron-Hoban, where he was the defensive coordinator. Along with his coaching staff, Coach Parnell also is bringing a couple of players with him in senior quarterback Trent Hayden and senior defensive back Chris Cook, who were both part of the Hoban team that advanced to the state semifinals last year. The Bulldogs overall returned 19 lettermen from last year's team. They also added running back Zion Culver, who rushed for over 1,500 yards last year for Canton South. As for the Warren Harding Raiders, this marks year 2 of the Matt Richardson era. In year 1, the Raiders went 7-3 and made it to the second round of the playoffs. He's been working hard to instill and get the team to adopt his culture. They'll be led this year by returning quarterback James Jones, who had a lot to do with their success last season. Harding will try to attack you with their running game. Mike King-Adair is back and healthy, and Mendez Provid is back. Coach Richardson calls them Thunder and Lightning. The Raiders will also be leaning on their big and physical offensive line that they tout goes 9 men deep. It's Canton McKinley at Warren Harding, and you can hear it all right here on the Q92 Sports Network. Pregame is 6:30, kickoff is 7. For Q92 Sports, I'm Christian Bigglesworth.
Good evening. I'm Mike Dixon with Q92 Sports. High school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group. Tonight we have Lake Blue Streaks traveling to Division 5 powerhouse South Range Raiders. The Blue Streaks come into the 2025 season with high hopes after going 7-5 last season. Lake returns 19 letter winners, including quarterback Ty DeGeorge and running back Davis Matson. On the defensive side of the ball, middle linebacker and senior Kyle Hammer will be back to set the defense for the Blue Streaks. The Blue Streaks team may have one of the best, most athletic receiver and DB rooms that they've ever had. And if you're familiar with the Lake teams, you know that's usually not their forte. South Range comes off another deep playoff run and have compiled 4 straight 12-win seasons. Having 55 wins in their last 59 games, the Raiders are looking to restock after 4 dominant seasons. The Raiders have just 17 letter winners returning, but only 3 of them are starters. There are some new faces, but familiar names, like QB Nick Toy taking over for his brother Tristan Toy. Week 1 is here, and the matchup is set, and this should be a good one. 7 p.m. kickoff here in South Range. Once again, I'm Mike Dixon for Q92 Sports, high school football, presented by Sarshone Auto Group.
All right, crew, great job. Good to hear from everybody all over the county tonight. Some games in Stark County, some games just a little bit outside of Stark County. Those are all of our game previews tonight, and we are getting closer and closer to kickoff here at Marlington. Sam Berkman, Caleb Norick with you. Those are our game previews on 1310 WDPN. We will now step aside and take a couple of breaks, and when we come back, we will check in with Caleb, who was able to catch up with both of our head coaches here tonight as Marlington gets ready to battle Warrensville Heights in the 2025 high school football season opener. Back with more on AM 1310 WDPN.
RG Dress, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. upon completion. RG Dreg students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Dreg to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Dreg, where careers begin.
Hey man, good to see you. What brings you out here today? Need to pick up a
And now we'll
you?
start
I need
to
new
mix some
cabinets,
promos in.
countertop, maybe even a whole new kitchen. But I can't get any help.
Kind of
with
perplexed
what I
about
need
this
place.
commercial
You
while
need
the
to go to
music going to be
Robertson's
blown out
for
of here
that.
before the game even
Robertson's
starts.
Kitchen and Bath Gallery is an American Standard plumbing registered showroom, and their knowledgeable consultants have the training and expertise to actually help you get what you need without breaking your budget.
Visit Robertson Kitchen and Bath at 2155 West Main Street in the Alliance Industrial Park, or visit them online at robertsonkitchenandbath.com, where amazing meets affordable.
All right, we're back here in Marlington on 1310 WDPN. Don't forget you can listen to our broadcast tonight on AM 1310 WDPN Facebook page, our page on X, and of course the Q92 radio page on YouTube as the Marlington band is out getting ready for tonight's football game as they're doing a little pregame show for the fans that have come on into the stadium for this 7 o'clock kickoff tonight between the Tigers and the Dukes. Just a reminder, we will be with you next Friday from the University of Mount Union as the Alliance Aviators will play host to the Louisville Leopards. Pregame at 6:30 next Friday night with the kick at 7 right here on AM 1310 WDPN. All right, Caleb Norick had a chance to catch up with both of our head coaches earlier tonight from Warrensville Heights and from Marlington. And let's hit those here on the pregame 1310 WDPN.
Here with Coach Russ. First game, what's your message to your team?
Hard, don't beat ourselves. At a time.
Gotcha. What are you looking for from maybe some of the young guys today?
Well, we've been working hard all summer, man. All summer, all spring. We started in January when I took over the job. So I'm real proud of these guys, for what they had to go through. They put it through a ringer. I told them, I said, here's a good thing and bad thing about me playing in the NFL. The good thing is I'm in some kind of way. The bad thing is I'm in some kind of way. I said, so I told them the standard is the standard. And so people have goals. We don't have goals on the side. We got the standard. The standard don't change. Goal changes. So we gave them standard, told them expectation. This is how, what, why, and when we gonna do it. This is how we gonna get it done. And it was a transition period for them at first, but they started to embrace it and started to understand, hey, this is what it's going to be. And so the guys that's here now, they weathered the storm.
Gotcha. Last thing, Coach. Beatty Sports would like to recognize the Scout Team Player of the Week, maybe that unsung hero who made a difference in practice this week. You got a guy that comes to mind that helped prepare you for this game?
Yeah, Royal Cash. The guy's shoulder pops out when he just walks around the wrong way. And he shows up every day, and he runs the ball. He get hit, and we tackle him and tackle the ball, and he gets up and pop it back in. And he get back into the run again. So Royal Cash.
Gotcha. All right. Good luck tonight, Coach.
Thanks too.
All right, Coach. Week 1, game 1. What's your message to your team tonight?
Just compete, and that's it. And we got a lot of new faces, so we call it a team of opportunity. So it's if you're out there, compete, and that's really about it.
Gotcha. Team's trying to take that next step forward. What do they need to do to be able to do that?
Same thing I just said. It's all about competition. It doesn't matter who it is. Friday night, it's compete against the guy across from you every single play.
Gotcha. Freshman quarterback starting today.
Yes.
What's your message to him and to the team?
Same thing. It's going to be a broken record. Yeah, no, we just want him to go out there and compete and just play his game.
Gotcha.
Don't try to do too much, and then just take whatever Warrensville Heights gives him.
Gotcha. Last thing, Beatty Sports like to recognize the Scout Team Player of the Week. Maybe that unsung hero that helped you get ready for Warrensville Heights. You got someone that comes to mind?
Connor Gill. Connor Gill is a sophomore for us. He's in the rotation, but had an excellent week of practice as a scout team guy. Connor Gill.
Gotcha. Good luck tonight, Coach.
Hey, thank you.
There you go. There's Caleb checking in with the coach of Warrensville Heights, a brand new coach, first year for Bernard Russ, and of course Joe Cardinal for the Marlington Dukes in his third year as we get ready for kickoff here at 7 between Marlington and Warrensville. Heights got about 5 minutes or so before we get rolling here. So I think you could tell, maybe, those of you listening at home, and myself and Ela and Caleb, who handled those interviews for us, sounds like both coaches are a little, and understandably so, a little antsy before tonight's game, right?
I think they're ready to go, and they're not quite sure what they're going to get. And that's okay. It's week one.
That's what it's supposed to be like. The Marlington band performing again here for the pregame show. I'm pretty sure we'll have some football here on 1310 WDPN. I want to remind everybody all of our timeouts then will be brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union. It's always a good time to bring a friend into the family. And when any of our teams hits the red zone, it'll be the RG Drag Red Zone. They're in now the RG Drag Red Zone for learn, earn, and succeed. Thank you, folks, for coming on board for football here in 2025. All right, Heights is making their way onto the field, and they just kind of run out and run over. That's it. No, nothing special or fancy there. As they're on the field, they're going to be dressed in their white jerseys, white pants, gold, yellowish, unreadable numbers and letters with the dark blue trim. Marlington Dukes getting ready to go through a little middle school tunnel, if you will. And they're going to come through the tunnel for the band, come through the big paper on the 50-yard line, and come over to the sidelines here at Marlington. So they'll get fired up and be ready to go as well. Dukes, black jerseys, black pants, white numbers and letters with the orange and black trim. And they're getting ready to be led on the field. You hear a big roar from the crowd here on this Friday night for the lid lifter in high school football for 2025. I want to thank both of our coaches for giving us a couple of minutes during the pregame tonight. And here come the Marlington Dukes. Little dry ice. They come through the tunnel, and now they're over here to the sidelines, and their fans give them a big standing ovation. And we're just a couple of minutes away from football here on 1310 WTPS. Sam Burke with Caleb Norris with you tonight. We'll be with you all season long as we bring you all the best football here on 1310. Of course, the Q92 Radio Sports Network. 6 other games each and every Friday night. You can check them on the Q92 Radio and, of course, Q92radiosports.com. Duke's band making their way off the field, and Heights brought their band down tonight, Caleb. I wasn't expecting that. Sometimes you get the road trips that are like an hour, hour and a half, and sometimes you can't do it. But they brought their band down. They got their dance team here with them. So good to see out of our friends from Warrensville Heights. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 6 officials or 7 down there. Looks like a 6-man crew, which is interesting because I thought you were supposed to have 7, but you only have 6 here tonight. You got the white hat, will be the referee, back judge, side judge, head linesman, back judge, and they're ready to go as well. Hey, officials are nervous too, right? First game of the year, they don't know what to expect.
No one wants to throw that first flag.
No, and that's good. We don't want to see flags. We don't want to see flags out here tonight. So we're getting closer and closer to kickoff here as the officials are at the 50-yard line. And look out here, and I see a real nice crowd, like I thought we would here on this humid but not too crazy hot Friday night for high school football. We'll have score updates for you all night long. Don't forget about that. We'll let you know what's going on and all the other scores in and around the area. And hopefully we got a good ball game here tonight between these two teams. Again, between them, 3 wins in 20 tries last year. Dukes will kick off to start the ball game. Heights will receive and go left to right here in the first quarter of play. And so we're going to have to wait for the debut of the freshman quarterback for Marlington for the next series, as the Dukes will be kicking off to start tonight's ball game. The officials finally break their huddle. They will get to their places that they need to be. And now the Dukes are going to set this thing up on the tee, and we're going to get ready to roll here. Well, I thought we had a lot more room. But I got papers on top of papers, on top of wires, on top of markers, on top of papers. So we'll figure it out. Also want to shout out our good friends at Beatty Sports for presenting our Scout Team Player of the Week. A little unsung hero, if you will, as Alan Siders will kick it off for the Marlington Dukes. Alan is a junior. He will wear number 2. Heights will, they're going to go 5-2-2-2. And their deepest are back just inside their own 15-yard line. You read those numbers all right?
Looks like number 2 and number 4, Dorian Jones.
All right, I'm
and
gonna
Jaden Nolumsby.
I'm gonna lean on you because I have trouble reading those babies. There's a return. Heights on the right hash, now up to the middle, 25 across the 27, and taken down at around the 27-yard line. And that was Dorian Jones on the return, 6'1", 185 pounds, and that's where the Tigers will set up shop 1st and 10 and go left to right here in the first quarter of play.
Coach talked about Connor Gill pregame. Opening kickoff there, he breaks through the block and makes a tackle.
I'll tell you one thing, you don't want to let these guys get out of the gate and move because you probably won't be able to catch them. Line to the right, Davion Rawls. I'm sorry, that's not Rawls. That's Jaden Nemelsby. He'll come wide to the right, wide left, slot left. So Harris is in at quarterback for Warrensville Heights. 1st and 10 for their 28-yard line. Gets the direct snap. He's going to go right nothing there. Going to go left nothing there. And he's going to be swarmed under and taken down back at the 27-yard line. So maybe a loss of a yard on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 11. Nice tackling by the Dukes. It looked like Henson in there, number 58 for Marlington.
He had some friends there back with him. 6 Dukes in the backfield pretty quickly there.
So Warrensville Heights now playing behind the sticks. 2nd down and 11 from their 27-yard line. No score. Marlington Warrensville on 13-10 WDPN. Motion to the far side is Jones. He'll come set. He'll stop in a slot left. Quarterback hands it off over the left side across the 25-30, 35-40. 45 midfield, 50-45, Marlington 40. Down the sidelines and tripped up at the Marlington 36-yard line. Simon Williams with the carry and a 1st down and more for Warrensville Heights. And I don't know who got him, Caleb, but that was a touchdown-saving tackle, if you will.
A desperation attempt by Malcolm Sailors. He just reached out, caught the shoelace, and tripped him up.
Right away, we got an official timeout. Coming out of the official stoppage here, it'll be 1st and 10, Warrensville Heights from the Marlington 30 on the far left hash. Quarterback Amir Harris with just a
33-yard run there on that play.
Little dump run there for Dorian Jones, and he did the rest. I'm not sure what the holdup is here. Folks are still coming in. We're going to have a nice crowd here tonight, especially on the Marlington side. A few folks from Warrensville made the trip down, but good house over here on the home side. But the Dukes are up against it early. Warrensville Heights with a good drive here. 1st and 10 at the Marlington 30-yard line. No score, just underway here on 1310 WDPN. Sam Burkwood, Caleb Norick, good to have you with us on a beautiful Friday night. What is the holdup down here? You can even hear the fans saying, let's go. Not like we said before the game, opening night for the officials too. So we'll cut them a little slack, but my patience runs thin on this kind of stuff.
I think we might be waiting for the play clock to get going.
So they got it at 25, and I think we're set, and here we go. 1st and 10, Tigers at the Marlington 30. Quarterback keep around the left side. I believe I saw a penalty flag, or was that somebody lost a towel or a wristband or something, was flying up in the air. Anyhow, the quarterback, Amir Harris, took it around the left side, and he was able to squeeze his way maybe close to the 20-yard line, and that should be enough for a 1st down, and it is. 1st and 10, Warrensville Heights.
1st and 10 coming up.
Gotta get a look at the scoreboard here. 10:25 to go in the opening quarter of play. No score here between Warrensville Heights and Marlington. Heights in the all-white tonight. Dukes in the home blacks. Tigers break the huddle. 1st and 10 just inside the Marlington 20-yard line. Going left to right here in the opening quarter. Playing no score. Heights going to go wide left, slot right, wide right. Your wide receiver out there is Nemelsby, and they took too much time. That's going to be a delay of game, and a 5-yard penalty is going to be marked off against Warrensville Heights.
Penalty on the field. Penalty is delay of game against Warrensville Heights.
So our first penalty of the ball game. 5-yard mark off against Heights. So Warrensville 1st and 15 now at the Dukes 25-yard line. Harris, the quarterback. Penalty flags all over the place. False start on Warrensville Heights. It will now become 1st and 20. And they'll back them up to the Marlington 30-yard line.
A delay of game, the left side of the line wasn't set. This time they got started a little early, and now they're behind the sticks. 1st and 20.
So Amir Harris gets them up to the line. 1st and 20 now for Warrensville with the Marlington 30-yard line. Motion to the right, trips right side, slot left for the Tigers. Fake inside, Clipper right side 30, 25, and a big hit down at the 25-yard line. That was a good-looking tackle for the Marlington Dukes. Salyers on the tackle, senior, 6 feet, 165 pounds. Malcolm with a nice fundamental hit right there. Pickup of around 5 yards on the play.
Javon Johnson on the carry.
Javon Johnson was the ball carrier there, number 0. That's his first carry of the night.
Second down, 14.
Going to call it officially 2nd down and 14 at the Marlington 24-yard line. Harris with the quarterback. It's going to be a run all the way right side, 25-20. Breaks the tackle, squeezing his way down close to the 16-yard line. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down, and we'll call it 3rd and 6. Clock at 8:35 and rolling in the first quarter of play. No score here between Marlington and Warrensville Heights. Sam Berkman, Caleb North with you, 1310 WDPN. You can check us out on all of our social media platforms as well on this Friday night. Jones going to go wide left. Williams wide left for Heights. Over here to the right side, Nemelsby in a slot to the right side. Flags again and again. Warrensville Heights moved before the snap. That'll be their 3rd penalty of the night. This will be a 5-yarder. And now I'll turn a 3rd and 6 into a 3rd down and 11.
Big penalty there. Marlington was shifting on their D-line. One of the Warrensville Heights guys kind of got a little antsy, and 3rd and 6 turns into 3rd and 11. Big play for the Marlington defense here.
Warrensville Heights now just kind of getting their way up to the line of scrimmage. The play clock is down to 7. Harris in the gun, trips package right, slot left. He awaits the snap, and what happened now? Another 5-yard penalty on Warrensville Heights, their 4th on this drive. They're going the wrong way, Caleb.
Marlington's been disguising some blitzes, moving around, and I think those Warrensville Heights linemen are getting a little antsy.
They are going the wrong way.
3rd down 16 coming up. The ball resting at the Marlington 26-yard line.
3rd and 16, Tigers at the Dukes 26-yard line. Again, same package, trips to the boundary right, wide to the left. Quarterback in the gun. Amir Harris awaits the shotgun snap. A quick pop over here to the right side. It's caught inside the 25, 24, 23, and down is the wide receiver that looked like Marcus Patterson. No, or was that Dorian Jones?
Tackle on the play made by Jaden Henson. That will bring up the 4th down for Warrensville Heights.
They're not doing us any favors with the jersey numbers.
No, that was Patterson.
Looks like 4th down 13.
All right, yeah. Yellow numbers on white jerseys with no outline. Those ought to be outlawed. All right, 4th and 13, Warrensville at the Marlington 23, 7-10 in the opening quarter. No score. Dukes haven't had the ball yet, but Warrensville Heights hasn't done much after they had a nice 33-yard run play. Back to throw. Harris just wings it out into no man's land. Incomplete down at the Marlington 10-yard line. The Dukes got some real good pressure right there. Noah Seabird and then Henson coming after the quarterback, and Marlington will take over 1st and 10. And now, Caleb, we get to see the freshman quarterback, Tyler Walder, for the first time tonight.
Marlington defense gives up a big play there, gets off the field with no points on the board, and now the freshman comes out, hopefully looking to make a completion early here, get some confidence, and move the ball down the field.
As a donation to assist to Marlington.
So here come the Dukes. Head coach Joe Cardinal in his 3rd year as the Marlington offense takes the field for the first time tonight. And it'll be 1st and 10 Dukes at their own 23-yard line. No score in the opening quarter of play. 6:55 to go. 13-10 WDPN. Sam Berkman, Caleb Norick with you on this beautiful football Friday night, if you will. Now Marlington's gonna. Did they get a timeout called or did they get a delay of game? That judge was the first to throw the flag, and that will be a delay of game against Marlington, their first 5-yard penalty on the night.
Penalty on the field, delay of game against Marlington.
So the Dukes 1st and 15 now, back at their 18-yard line.
Dukes begin their first drive of the season. Opening at quarterback.
Should let you know our first timeout of the night was brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union. Friends and Family Credit Union, it's always a good time to bring a friend into the family. Here we go, Dukes 1st and 10. Quarterback, it's like a wildcat look, if you will, all across the 20-yard line. That was Cam Evanich, who took that shotgun snap. A little wrinkle there by Coach Joe, and out to the 20-yard line. So they got 5 of it. They get 5 of that back. It was 1st and 15. Oh, they marked it at just inside the 20-yard line. So didn't get as much as I thought. Got 2. We'll call it 2nd down and 13. Dukes on the left hash, going right to left, trips right up to the tight end of the right side. There's the freshman quarterback. He'll hand it off to Bryce Jones. It was dying on the carry. We'll talk to him during the show today here on 1310 WDPN. So Caden Dine, his first carry of the night, 6 feet, about 215 pounds. They're down for the Dukes, 3rd and 13 at their own 20. Marlington going right to left. Evanich is going to go wide to the right, split down here to the left is Cole Jones. Play clock, you got plenty of time now. 13 on the play clock. Walder back to throw the freshman's first pass. Going to be a screen. Caught at the 20, down at the 18-yard line. It's a great tackle right there by Heights. Renell on the stop, and the Dukes are going to have to punt it away. I thought that play was set up pretty good there for a minute, and then all of a sudden,
he came out of nowhere,
Heights
unblocked, and made a good open field tackle there.
So Heights should get pretty good field position here now as Dorian Jones is back to receive the punt along with Simon Williams. Dukes should hammer it out there at about their 11 or 12-yard line. Freshman quarterback also going to be your freshman punter, Tyler Walder, back in punt formation. Coach says he got a real good leg. There's the boot. And off the side of his foot, it's going to take a bounce out of bounds inside, just outside the 40. It'll be at the 41 where Heights will set up shop. 1st and 10. So no score. 5:15 to go in the opening quarter. Marlington and Warrensville Heights on 1310 WDPN. Marlington band in the end zone to our right. You got the cheerleaders. You got the little cheerleaders. Players ran through a little tunnel, if you will, before the game started tonight with a lot of the youngsters from the Marlington football program. You can see them wearing their jerseys. They're kind of scattered about in the crowd. They're digging into hot dogs now, man. They're having a good time. So here comes Warrensville Heights, first and 10 at the Marlington 41, and
Another pre-snap
another
penalty.
false start. That's their 5th penalty of the night for Warrensville Heights. It'll make it first down and 15. No score here in the opening quarter of play.
Hopefully this one of those pregame meal sponsors. A big thank you goes out to the Goose Doctors. They also sponsor.
And McKinley fumbled at their own 25-yard line to start the game. Warren Harding will take over first and 10, and the red zone there, if you will. Glen Oak leads Dover 7-0 with 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter of play. Here comes Heights. Round the left side. That is 35. Ooh, down inside the 40. Yep, I thought so. A couple of flags came in. That almost was like what they would call a horse collar tackle over there on the far left sidelines. We'll see what the officials say, but I think this is going to go against Marlington. It was Davon Johnson on the carry. Saw the official just made a signal of maybe a legal hit to the head. But any way you slice it, I think this is going to be a 15-yard penalty on Marlington.
Yeah, whether it's a hit to the head, horse collar, late hit out of bounds, I think it's 15 yards. Marlington had a defender in the backfield there. He couldn't make a tackle. It got stretched out. Did what he could, but I think he was either out of bounds or he got him up at the head and neck area.
Let's get the call here from our, well, what they call a false start.
Penalty is illegal procedure against.
Okay, so those are going to offset, and it was a hit to the head on Marlington, which would have been 15. Heights with the 5-yard penalty, it'll wash out, and we'll play the down over. So penalty on each side there. Warrensville now backed up at the Marlington 46-yard line.
Yeah, they're going to. I think they had an illegal procedure there.
Yep.
So they're just going to say it didn't happen. Let's start over.
Yep. Old washout. First down for Warrensville Heights. Tailback going to get a carry over the right side, and he's going absolutely nowhere. Look who was there. The linebacker, Caden Dine. Number 0 on the tackle for the Marlington Dukes.
Number 0, Caden Dine.
So that's a loss of about 2. The second down coming up for Warrensville Heights as we roll through our first quarter of play here from the home of the Marlington Dukes. 4:32, clock running, no score here. Second and 17, Heights at the Marlington 48-yard line. Motion to the far side. Harris in the gun, waiting for everybody to get set. He's going to hand it over the right side, back to the left, tailback 45, tripped up at the 40, and down to the 39-yard line. Jordan Mitchell on the carry, number 1 for Warrensville Heights. A couple of Dukes bringing him down at the 39-yard line. Salyers led the tackling, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and 8 for Warrensville at the Marlington 39. 3:50 clock runs in the opening quarter. No score. Sam Berkman, Caleb Norick with you on 1310 WDPN. Heights going to go trips package right, slot left. Harris in the gun, lone set back to his right, about 2 steps behind him. Harris turns right, looks downfield, fouls across his body, it's caught, flag down. So whatever happens here, it's going to come back. Reception was made by Simon Williams. He was thrown down at the 30-yard line, but you're going to get a penalty on Warrensville Heights, flag back here at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, got outside the pocket there. One of the linemen grabbed a hold of a jersey and made a nice play, but had some help.
So holding is the call, I would imagine. Well, what's coach going to do here? You going to take that penalty, or I imagine you take that penalty and move him back a little bit.
Yeah, if you take the play, it becomes 4th and 1, 4th and 2. I think you put them 4th and 28. You like your odds
all
there.
Else
or
fails.
3rd and 28.
All else fails. Move them back. Lake up 7-0 over South Range. Again, Glen Oak over Dover 7-0 high school football. All along the Q92 Radio Sports Network. Sam Berkman, Caleb Norick here on 1310 WDPN. Marlington and Warrensville Heights. No score here in the first quarter of play, and coming up on 3 minutes to go. Again, Heights trips to the right side. They're going to run it this way. That's Javon Johnson. Not a whole lot of room. He got to the 50 and down to the Marlington 49. And that's going to be it.
Yeah, Jack Jarvis there made a good job. He set the edge and just he couldn't go anywhere but out of bounds.
So that's a smart play there. You use that sideline as your defender, so to speak. And that'll bring up 4th down and long for Warrensville, 4th and 19. The punt team has been summoned for head coach Bernard Russ in his first year with Warrensville Heights, trying to turn things around. They've had a rough couple of years and another penalty flag on the field. This delay, too. No, illegal substitution. You know what? They did have somebody leave, come out of the huddle late to go to the sidelines. You can't do that. So, and if I'm going to do quick math here, Caleb, I think they've got, 30 yards in penalties?
Maybe. At least.
Yeah. Pretty soon we will quit counting.
They have the preseason jitters, except for it's no longer preseason.
The Duke's ready to receive the punt back at their own 20-yard line. That is Cole Jones, awaits the kick, high but short. Jones will call and make the fair catch at the Marlington 29-yard line. 2:47 in the first quarter, no score. Warrensville Heights and Marlington. Next Saturday, Caleb and I will be at the University of Mount Union as the Alliance Aviators will play host to the Louisville Leopards. Pregame at 6:30, the kick at 7. Right here on AM 1310 WDPN. Let's see here. Glenville has taken a 7-0 lead over Massillon with 1:14 to go in the first quarter of play. Warren Harding got a field goal. They lead Kent McKinley by the score of 3-0 at Mollenkopf Stadium in Warren, Ohio. Boy, Warrensville Heights really late getting on the field.
They're going to call timeout.
And they had to call a timeout. Holy cow. That's their second timeout. This timeout is brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union, where it's always a good time to bring a friend into the family. We will step away. We'll get a couple of promos on here for you, and we'll come back with more high school football on AM 1310 WDPN. Stay with us.
Of all the ways to get ahead in life, we're one of them, and we're legal. The John Tesh Radio Show.
I'm John Tesh, and we couldn't be happier about bringing you intelligence for your life every day. We have a room full of researchers gathering the information and ideas you need to make your life simpler and better, and to make you the smartest person in the room.
You're just trying to be better. We're just trying to help. The John Tesh Radio Show.
Join me for music and intelligence for your life, 10 to 3, Monday through Saturday, only on AM 1310 WDPN.
It's intelligence for your life.
Hey, sports fans, want the latest local sports news, game photos, coach and player interviews, and live play-by-play coverage? Then follow Q92 Sports on social media now. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Like, follow, and subscribe today. Catch the highlights, relive the moments, and stay connected to your hometown teams. Q92 Sports, your home for everything local sports. Real teams, real action, real coverage. Follow Q92 Sports on social media.
There goes Bryce Jones on a run around 35. Jones to the 40, 41, 42. He's out to the 43-yard line on a first down. 13, almost a 14-yard gallop by Jones, and the Dukes have picked up a 1st and 10. Welcome back, 1310 WDPN. Sam Berkman, Caleb Norick. High school football.
Play made by Jones. But not before Marlington, 1st down. The deep drive continues. 1st and 10 for Marlington. The ball now.
Nice play for Jones there. He kind of had him stopped in the backfield, but he waited for a hole. He hit it and got a big run there.
So here come the Dukes now. Finally, a little breathing room for Coach Joe Cardinal and his Marlington squad as we're coming up on 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Still no score here tonight. Play clock is down to 9. Walter flopped out of the left side, caught. That's Evanich. Cam got loose at the 30, 45 to the 50, and Evanich might have a 1st down. He got just across midfield. Is that going to be enough or no?
Looks like we're going to be a yard short.
Going to be a little bit short.
Yards short. He made a couple of nice moves there. Got a couple extra yards.
7 on the play. Brings up a 2nd down 3.
Looked like he got more than 7, but that's what they're going to give him at the Warrensville, just inside the 50. So we'll call it the Warrensville 49-yard line. Duke's going right to left. No score in this one. We're down to 1:15 to go in the opening quarter of play. Duke's going to go twins left, slat to the right. Now Logan Kuhn will go in motion and go to the right side. He will finally come set. Walter hands it off over the left side and down at the 49. That's going to be a loss of around 2 yards on the play as Bryce Jones got the carry and had nowhere to go.
Tackle play made by 57. Emmanuel Colvin.
So all of a sudden now, Caleb, it's
Loss of 1 on the play.
a little dicey. Now it's a third down possession play for the Dukes at the 50, going right to left in a scoreless first quarter as we're coming up on 33 seconds, clock running in the opening period of play. And another timeout by Warrensville Heights. They're out. They've used them all.
Timeout, Warrensville Heights.
The timeout brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union. It's always a good time to bring a friend into the family. So we'll keep it here. No score in the first quarter of play. Let's see what else is going on here. West Branch 7, Canfield nothing. Good to see West Branch get a road win to start the season. Massillon still trailing Glenville 7-0. Looks like Dover has come back to take a 12-7 lead over Glen Oak. I'm not sure that's right, but that's what I'm going to go with. 12-7 Dover over the Golden Eagles over Bob Cummings Stadium. That's one of our stream games if you want to listen in on the Q92 Radio Sports Network. We got a tussle going here. The old stalemate. No score in the first quarter of play. Here come the Dukes. Jones put it on the ground, but Marlington will recover it at the 48-yard line. Boy, Johnny on the spot for Marlington. That was number 20. Well, I don't have a 22 on my roster, but that's who got it, who picked up that loose ball.
He was going to have a first down there, too. He made a nice cut. Warrensville Heights guy swiped at it, and the ball came out. So now we got 4th and 2. We're going to say 4th and 1 at the 48-yard line.
So 22 is Cole Bates. I can hear that from the PA guy, but not listed on that roster. Are they going to try to run a play? No, that will be it. So 12 minutes in the books here at Marlington. Opening night high school football on AM 1310 WDPN, and your score. Marlington, nothing. And Warrensville Heights, nothing. We'll come back with more after this on 1310 WDPN.
Hey everyone, it's Rex Combs, Rex in the Morning on AM 1310, inviting you to tune in Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. for unforgettable favorites, music news, and more. With myself, Clint Marshall on News and Sports, and Mark Johnson from News 5 giving us the weather forecast. Monday through Friday, 6 to 10 a.m., Rex in the Morning, it's all about the music right here on AM 1310 WDPN.
For over 20 years, Pierce Motors has been your trusted, locally owned and operated auto repair shop, delivering ASE certified bumper-to-bumper service you can count on. From oil changes to engine repairs and diagnostics, we do it all with quality work at a fair price. Visit us at 170 East Main Street, Limaville, or call 330-821-7744 today and see why so many in the community rely on Pierce Motors.
Back here at Marlington, no score as we start the second quarter of play. Dukes, they're going to go here on a 4th and 1.
Timeout, Marlington.
Timeout on the field. Timeout, Arlington.
And the Dukes have called a timeout. Scoreboard update for you. Hoover leads Bookville 14-0 in the first quarter of play over at North Canton. Timeout brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union. It's always a good time to bring a friend into the family. Lake and South Range 7-7 in the first quarter of play. Now, what do you think so far, big fella? 1 quarter in the books and a little bit of action, but no scoring.
Yeah, the jitters are there. They're not getting set. They're getting false starts, but it's getting a little smoother. And here we go. Big play for Marlington here to try to pick up this first down. I think they were trying to see what the defense would do on the motion. They didn't move, so Coach Cardinal called timeout, and we'll see what they do here coming out 4th and 1.
All right, so it appears like Marlington is still going to go with the same lineup or same formation they had on the 4th and 1. So they're definitely not going to punt it away. So 4th and 1, Dukes at the Warrensville Heights 48-yard line. Bates in motion. It's going to be a run all the way. Jones. Oh, I don't know. I don't think he got it. I think he's going to be short. He was stopped on a play by Simon Williams.
This one will be close.
I don't think he got it. They're going to have to measure. Plus, you got a Warrensville Heights player down, but that's a cramp, which I'm surprised we haven't seen more than one of those tonight with the muggy conditions here on this Friday.
Yeah, they went Wildcat there. Walter wasn't even in the backfield. They had two running backs under center, and Warrensville Heights stayed home, made the tackle, and I think he's going to be short as well.
So, coming out of this timeout, looks like the Warrensville Heights is going to have the ball. Scoreboard update for you. Lake 14, South Range 7. Dover was down 7-0 to Glen Oak. It's now 18-7 Tornadoes. Still in the first quarter. Jackson leads Chardon by the score of 14-0. McKinley 8, Warren Harding 3 with about 4 minutes to go in the opening quarter of play. So they're working on one of the Warrensville players. He's just trying to work a cramp out there about the 48-yard line. Stick around. Halftime activities will be coming up. We'll check in with Jeff with the news. We'll get the weather and get you all caught up there, and we'll come back and kind of reset the first half and get ready for the second half on 1310 WDPN. Next Friday, we'll be at Alliance and Louisville at the University of Mount Union. Pregame at 6:30. We will have an air-conditioned booth next Friday. Looking forward to that. We'll have a restroom right down the hall. We'll have the refrigerator. We'll be down on the first floor. We got an elevator. We'll be living good next week.
At this point, do they charge you rent over there at Mount Union?
They should, right? If I'll be there on several Friday nights, and then I might as well just spend the night because I'll be there on Saturday too. Purple Raiders practice underway. They were getting some work in over at the practice facility. Last couple of days, they'll be ready to go for the season opener here coming up in a couple of weeks, and we'll have all their games for you every Saturday. AM 1310 WDPN. You can join myself and Ryan Revere with the call for Purple Raider football.
So second play of the game for Warrensville Heights was a 33-yard run. Yeah. I'm not great at math, but since then I think we're in the negatives. So
wow. Well,
a lot of penalties.
They have, I think, or I don't know. I'm guessing around 30 yards in penalties, maybe 35. So that would pretty much put them in the negative. They're still working on the young man down there for Warrensville's got a cramp, so that's why we've got the delay here right now. This time of year, you've got to hydrate, and you got to hydrate several days before because we're up here. You and I, we got polo shirts on and shorts. We got water up here. Imagine all that equipment on, plus the heat, the humidity. You're out there running around, and within seconds, man, your body says, "Hey, I need some fluid."
Yeah, they only dressed about 35, 40 guys too, so you're doing a lot of snaps, and it's early in the game. So.
Looks like the Dukes are dressing, what would you say, maybe 40, maybe 35. Looks like both teams about. Marlington is dressing maybe a few more. All right, after the long delay, we're ready to go now. Marlington on the defensive side. Warrensville Heights 1st and 10. They'll go right to left at their own 48-yard line. Long count. Harris gets the ball, hands it to the tailback. That's going to be Williams, who will pound his way inside the 49 of Marlington. And we'll mark him down at the 49-yard line. No score. Second quarter of play. Marlington, Warrensville, 1310 WDPN. Joe Cardinal in his third year with Marlington. Record of 12. Record of 10 and 12 his first couple of years. He'll get there. Bernard Russell in his first year with Warrensville Heights. Amir Harris, the senior quarterback. Penalty flag. False start. Warrensville Heights. Another 5-yard penalty on the Tigers. Their 6th, maybe 7th penalty here in the first half.
Penalty flag on the field. Illegal procedure against Heights.
Guardians get going about 8 o'clock against the Rangers tonight. We'll give you some score updates there. Browns and Rams going to go tomorrow. At Glenville, they scored on a touchdown. Chris Newell, the extra point was good, 7-0 Tarblooders. I just watched a little video of that touchdown, Caleb. It looks like Glenville. It looks like everybody on the team is 6'7", 270. I mean, holy cow. Not much happening there for Javon Johnson on a carry over the left side. He tried to go up the middle, had to cut it left, and nothing there but Marlington Dukes, and he is brought down right at the Warrensville 45-yard line. Hard to believe Glenville, Division 4. Now they've got nothing but D1 athletes up and down that roster.
Yeah, Coach Ginn's got it rolling over there as he has for many, many years.
They're trying to win their 3rd state championship in the last 4 seasons, Cleveland Glenville. Massillon just a couple of years removed from their state title against Holman a couple of years ago. Harris back to throw. It's a screen. He fumbled the ball. It's loose, and the Marlington Dukes have it. And the big fella, Joel West Cole, number 79, fell on the ball. And the Dukes will take over 1st and 10. And now penalty flags. And we got pushing. We got shoving. We've got more penalty flags. And now the officials got to step in. Heat and humidity getting everybody right now. I'm going to bet you that's going to be offsetting penalties. But the play will stand, and it will be Marlington football after we figure out what's going on.
It looked like he was trying to throw it, and he just lost the ball. And he fell on top of it, and then I think they were trying to pull each other off the pile, and I think you're right. It's probably offsetting, but he was backpedaling, looking for a guy, and just forgot the football. And Marlington was there and jumped on top of it.
So Joel West Cole, he's only a sophomore, 6'1", 280 pounds for the Marlington Dukes.
Yeah,
He'll remember that one.
Getting some high fives and hugs on the sideline.
Absolutely. So I got to believe the play will count, and then it will be a couple of dead ball fouls, one on each side, which will cancel each other out. That's what I'm guessing is going to happen.
They're explaining to Coach Cardinal now. We'll see what comes of it. They're marking it back.
So they're going to mark it here and then turn around and walk it the other way, or is this just solely going to be on Marlington?
They're both on Marlington, it looks like.
So, okay, that's going to be a 30-yard penalty.
So he recovered at about the Warrensville Heights 40.
Right.
They're back to the Marlington 33.
Holy cow. All right, so
Marlington will begin this drive 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line.
that changes things a little. So the Dukes with a 1st down and 10 at their own 33-yard line. Walter back to throw. The freshman steps up in the pocket, rolling. Uh-oh, he's in trouble, and he got taken down at the 23-yard line.
Flags down the field.
You got a penalty flag at the 44 and one at the 46.
Brought to the backfield by number 5, Simon Williams. Penalty flag on the field.
So we have had a lot of flags here tonight. A lot of flags. No score, by the way, here in the first quarter, or the second quarter, I should say. 9:38 to go before halftime.
Marlington's going to get some of that back. The DB pretty much just threw the guy to the ground. an attempt to.
Yeah, you can't do that. Massillon has tied up Glenville 7-7, 11 minutes to go in the first half of play. Dover 18, Glen Oak 7, Lake 14, Southridge 7, Jackson 14, Sharp nothing. McKinley leads Warren 8-3. All those games all across the Q92 Radio Sports Network.
Warrensville Heights.
So here come the Dukes. First and 10 at their 43-yard line. Oh, and more flags. This is going to be a 5-yard penalty on Marlington.
Penalty is illegal procedure against Marlington.
You know, we're the only game of our 7 that hasn't had any points yet.
I'm going to guess we've had the most number of
I
penalties.
am going to agree with you. Hoover leads Bookville, by the way, 14-0 at North Canton. They are getting close to the second quarter of play. End of 1 at Warren. McKinley 8, Harding 3. Here come the Dukes. Fake jet sweep. Jones over the right side. He's gobbled up and taken down at the 37-yard line. Stopped by Heights by Simon Williams, number 5. He made the tackle.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down 15 for the Dukes.
Again, Marlington starting the freshman quarterback tonight. Coach Joe Cardinal says he's ready. He'll have some jitters. Completely understandable as a ninth grader. Tyler in the gun, going to roll right, look downfield. Lets it fly. Caught! First down. That's Evanich at the 49-yard line. That's a great play. 11 yards on the pickup and a first down. He didn't look like a freshman there, did he?
You know, it makes it easy. You got a receiver like that can create separation. He made a perfect throw, got both feet in bounds, and it's a first down.
So nice job.
Folks, that 50-50 is up to $400 now. Make sure you get your 50-50 tickets. All
Well, that
proceeds
50-50 is over $400.
a great cause. Arlington High School staff members.
We might get to around 500 before the night's over.
Thank you in advance.
We could buy a lot of hot dogs and pizza with that. There's another penalty on Warrensville Heights.
Penalty flags on the field.
It's going to give him a first down. They were, because of all the penalties, they still didn't get it. And now they got it with the offsides.
Micah Peacock, number 53, came across the line on defense, and that's a no-no. That's a 5-yard penalty, and Marlington will get a free first down. No score between the Dukes and Warrensville. 8:56 to go in the first half of play. Sam Burke and Caleb Norick here on AM 1310 WDPN. Over the right side, Evanich from 45, breaks tackle, 40, 35, there he goes, 35, 30, got a block, 20, he's gone, touchdown, Marlington! Evanich from 46 yards. And for the first time in 2025, the Dukes are on the board, 6-0, Marlington.
What a run for Evanich. A couple guys in the backfield there, but he just kind of danced around, waited, got a nice block downfield, and he just beat him to the end zone for a 44-yard touchdown run. And now Warrensville Heights guy cramping up.
So now before Marlington can get set up for the PAT, you got another Warrensville player down and cramping up back at the 22-yard line. Well, we told you during the show today, and we told you during the pregame a little bit, Cameron Evanich, 660 receiving yards a year ago. I think he had 8 touchdowns last year. MAC schools are all over him. He's a player. And you see him in his uniform, you're like, yep, he can play. 6'4", 210 pounds. Cam Evanich.
A drive from Arlington, 5 plays. They went 57 yards. Penalties made it go back and forth there a little bit, but big run there, 44-yard touchdowns.
Glenville has taken the lead over Massillon 13-7. Jackson over Sharton 21-7. I don't know if we're able. I don't think we're able to do our scoreboard yet on our end. We had a couple of issues. We'll maybe try to work on that during half. But that might be not our issue. That might be back at the studio. I'm not sure. So our second Warrensville player tonight to go down with cramps. And he's been down there for about 5 minutes now with the left calf being worked on.
We haven't had to worry about the scoreboard yet,
That's
so
true.
they probably didn't even know it wasn't working.
That's true. We finally got our first points of the night, and it goes to Marlington 6-0. Another field goal for Warren Harding. So the old 8-6 ball game over at Mollenkoff in the second quarter of play. We'll thank our buddy Tom from Salem for shooting us those updates. Of course, you catch that one on Q92 Radio Sports Network. Christian Bigglesworth on the call. All right. Looks like we're going to be getting close to action. Marlington with the first lead in their season, 2025 season. 6-0 Dukes, 8:47 to go in the first half of play. Alan Siders is going to be the kicker, number 2. Put that down at the 10-yard line. There's the snap, the spot, the kick. Up. Did it get there? It did. Kick is good. And with that, we will step away and we will take a couple of timeouts. 8:47 to go in the first half. We've got points in Marlington. The Duke 7, Warrensville Heights nothing. Caleb and I will return on AM 1310. WDPN.
When it comes to sports, Sam Berkwin brings the heat. Catch the Sam Berkwin Show weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on the WDPN Facebook and X pages, plus the Q92 YouTube channel. From the Browns to the Buckeyes, the Guardians, Cavs, and your local high school teams, if it's making headlines in the sports world, Sam is talking about it. It's the local sports talk you want, the Sam Berkwin Show, weekday afternoons on AM 1310 WDPN. Hey, sports fans, want the latest local sports news, game photos, coach and player interviews, and live play-by-play coverage? Then follow Q92 Sports on social media now. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Like, follow, and subscribe today. Catch the highlights, relive the moments, and stay connected to your hometown teams. Q92 Sports, your home for everything local sports. Real teams, real action, real coverage. Follow Q92 Sports on social media.
Back here at Marlington, Sam Berkwin, Caleb Norick on 1310 WDPN. There's the approach, the kick, and a Heights return at the 15-yard line. Coming up to the half patch, now back to the right outside the 20 to the 23, breaking a couple of tackles to the 24 and down. Ooh. Little pushing and shoving here after the play was over. Heights will take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Marlington won this ball game a year ago. Try to make it 2 in a row. That was up at Warrensville last year. So Warrensville Heights is approaching 50 yards in penalties here in the first half. They have more penalty yards than they do offense. And Marlington on top 7-0, 8:24 to go in the first half of play. Don't forget halftime activities are coming up with Jeff Mears back in the 1310 WDPN newsroom. Get the weather, get you all squared away. Hope Jeff cut us some nice long news tonight. We'll come back after that. We'll check out the scoreboard and run down our scoring here in the first half of play. Next Friday, Caleb and I will be at the University of Mount Union, the home of the Purple Raiders and the home of the Alliance Aviators. Next Friday, Alliance in Louisville, 1310 WDPN, kickoff at 7 p.m. So we have had a lot of delays here tonight for one reason or another. And I think we're finally ready to go again. Heights, 1st and 10, carry over the right side. 25, 27, 28, 29-yard line. There was Jordan Mitchell on the carry, 6 feet, 200-pound running back. for Coach Bernard Russ in his first season with Warrensville Heights. Picked up around 4. We'll call it 2nd down and 6.
Gain of 4 brings up a 2nd down 6.
Check the scoreboard here. 16-0 Hoover over Buchtel, second quarter. McKinley 8, Harding 6. Heights, 2nd down and 6. Handoff over the right side, burrowing across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Going to be short of the first down. Mitchell again over the right side. 2-3-4 Dukes over there. We'll go first hit with Axton. No, I'm sorry. That'd be Noah Seaburn, 56 on the tackle for Marlington.
Jack Jarvis on the tackle.
Jarvis helped him out. They'll bring up 3rd down and around 3 for Warrensville. As the sun's starting to set here, just a little bit here. About 10 minutes away from 8 o'clock. They haven't turned the lights on yet. I'm sure they'll do that here pretty soon. Boy, it's really getting dark early, or it's getting cloudy, or the lights aren't on. And it's not. It's option number 3, no lights. Heights, 3rd and 3, going to roll left side. Johnson rolling, throws up a jump ball. It is almost intercepted at the 33-yard line. Boy, Cole Jones almost had a nice little interception for Marlington, but just out of his reach. That'll bring up 4th down, and the Warrensville Heights punt team will come on the field.
Number 3, Cole Jones on the coverage for the Dukes. That pass falls incomplete. That will bring up a 4th down.
Louisville 7, New Philly nothing in the second quarter of play. Glenville leads Massillon now 19-7, second quarter. So we are definitely on the short end of the fireworks tonight as far as the scoring is concerned. Heights is never, ever going to get this play off in time.
I think they only have 9 guys on the field.
Nope.
Now they have 10.
Play clock at 2.
They're thinking about
11. And a penalty.
They're going to use.
Penalty on the field. Penalty is delay again against.
So another delay on Warrensville Heights. 7:03 to go in the first half. Hey, it's only a 7-point game, though. Marlington 7, and Warrensville Heights nothing. Sam Berkman with my partner Caleb Norick here on 1310 WDPN. Good to be with you on this Friday night all over the 1310 WDPN platform, radio, and the social media. High snap, pull down, knuckleball kick. Marlington just run away from that. Just let it go. It'll roll, and the Dukes will set up shop 1st and 10 right on the 50-yard line. And they'll set up with exactly 6:52 to go in the first half and come back on the field with a 7-0 lead. We'll keep it here. Warrensville Heights now approaching probably 55 yards of penalties. But, you throw that out, which you can't. I mean, heck, it might still be no score. You never know.
Guys, we thank you so much for all of the well support here at our home football games.
Definitely sloppy so far, but we'll see. Marlington, big play in that last drive. We'll see if they can get another drive put together here and get points on the board. They got a snap at Marlington's got a guy wide open.
Evanich was all by himself out here, and Warrensville Heights finally thought it might be a good idea to cover him. Here comes Joe Walter, the freshman quarterback. Handoff, 50, 45, 40, 35, and down to the 33-yard line.
Number 4.
Got a flag, too? Yep, you got a couple of them.
Inside the 35, we do have a penalty flag at the end of that carry.
That was a heck of a run. Down to the Warrensville 34, but again, a couple of penalty flags came in late. I don't know if it was a late hold or maybe a face mask or something on Warrensville Heights, so that will stop the clock here with Marlington in front 7-0.
Personal fouls on both teams there.
Oh,
also holding on Marlington.
A little offset.
Offset, replay, first down.
All right. So the ball will go back to the 50. Marlington breaking the huddle now, getting up to the line of scrimmage. 6:46 in the first half.
Evanich wide open again. And they're going to call their last timeout, Warrensville Heights. There was not a defender within 25 yards of this side of the field.
Unbelievable.
Timeout on the field.
So Warrensville Heights has blown through I thought they were out of timeouts.
I think that first one they gave it back because of an injured player. It
Okay.
looked like, according to the scoreboard, but we don't know.
I would have swore that they have taken like 4 timeouts here in the first half. But anyhow, this timeout brought to you in part by Friends and Family Credit Union. Always a good time to bring a friend into the family. So now we know for sure they're out of timeouts. How about the Buckle Hoover game? Both teams out of timeouts already. With about 8 minutes to go in the first half. Week 1, trying to work out some of the bugs. Here come the Dukes. Mulder will hand it off over the right side. 45 down to the Heights 43. Churning down to the 40 and down to the 39-yard line. And that is a first down for the Marlington Dukes. That's a heck of a run by Bryce Jones, the senior running back.
Tap on the play made by number 7, Jamar Luke. And now before Marlington first down. The Duke drive continues.
Nice crowd here tonight.
Just inside the Warrensville Heights 40-yard line.
Dukes first and 10 at the 39, and Warrensville Heights just jumped off sides again. So that'll make it first and 5 down at the Warrensville 34. 6:18 first half. Dukes in front by the score of 7-0.
Moves the ball just inside the Warrensville Heights 35-yard line.
Don't forget halftime activities coming up. We'll check in with Jeff Mears. He'll get us all the news, weather, check on sports. Caleb and I will get a little break to
$600.
count up all the penalty flags during halftime. Walter will hand it off over the right side. It's going to be brought down at the Warrensville 34. We'll give him a yard on the play. We'll call it second down and about 4. Remember, it was first and 5 after the 5-yard penalty on Heights for jumping off sides. 7-0 Duke, second quarter to play. 5:35 clock is running here. Duke's black jerseys, black pants, white helmets with the orange trim. Warrensville Heights, white jerseys and pants with the yellow numbers. Navy helmets with the navy and yellow trim. Gates goes in motion left, sets. It's going to be a counter play coming back. Jones, 30, got room, 25-20, off to the races, 15, 10, 5. Did he cross the goal line before the ball came out? No, he didn't. And the ball is fumbled out of the back of the end zone, and it will be Warrensville Heights football. What a turn of events that is. He was this close to getting across the goal line, and the ball got popped out from behind and went out of the end zone. That's a touchback, and Warrensville Heights will take over first and 10, and Heights with another player down with a cramp at the 35-yard line. Well, we had some action there, Mr. Caleb. But
the last drive, Evanich, big play there. That one, he's 20, 15 yards downfield, makes a great block. Jones gets to the end zone, but the old adage, didn't hang on to the football.
You gotta
poked
keep
loose
going.
And through the back of the end zone, and it's going to be a touchback, unfortunately.
So, what appeared to be a 2-touchdown lead for Marlington has gone by the wayside, and now Heights will take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. But again, they've got another player. That's their third player to cramp up tonight. And the young fellow down there between the 35 and 40-yard line. Next Friday, we'll be at Alliance, Mount Union, Cara Stadium. Aviators and Leopards, 7 o'clock next Friday. Myself and Caleb, 1310 WDPN. Looks like they finally turned the lights on. Well, that did brighten things up a little bit, didn't it? A beautiful sunset here now. Great place to watch a game. All right, Heights will take over 1st and 10. They're going to go right to left from their own 20-yard line. Harris in the gun. Bubble screen out here in the flat, caught. 15, 20, slammed down at the 20-yard line. That was Dorian Jones on the carry. He was taken out on the play. Maybe a yard. 7-0 Marlington here in the second quarter of play. 4:40 clock running here at the home of the Dukes on this Friday night. Still a little sticky. About 81, 82 degrees of kickoff here tonight. We've had worse, though. I remember openers 94, 95 degrees, humidity going crazy. This isn't horrible. Back to throw again is Harris. He's just going to throw a deep ball. Caught at the 50-yard line to the Marlington 45 and a first down for Warrensville Heights. Their biggest play of the night. And it goes to Dorian Jones and a first down for Warrensville. See, that's how they can hurt you. Just the big plays, just like that. Before you know it, you're 50 yards further downfield than where you were.
And the Dukes were there in coverage. It wasn't that he wasn't all alone. It was just a perfect pass, and he found a seam, and big play there for Warrensville Heights.
Now remember, it's only a 7-0 ball game. Inside handoff, 45, 44, fumble, but it's recovered by Warrensville Heights at the 47-yard line. And another cramp at the 43. And that will temporarily stop the clock. Now they get it back going again. 3:35 to go first half. 7-0 Marlington with the lead. Don't forget to join Rex in the morning, 6 until 10, Monday through Friday, right here on AM 1310 WDPN. John Tesh, 10 until 3, and then I'll be along at 3. The Sam Berkman Show, AM 1310 WDPN. Heights going to go twins right, slot left. Amir Harris. They're showing blitz. Here they come. Harris rolling to the right, dumps it, caught inside the Marlington 40, down to the 37, to the 36, and a first down. That is Marcus. Wait a minute, number 8. That's Raynell Cooper with the catch. That's going to bring up about a 3rd down and 2 now for Warrensville.
Tackle on the play made by Caden Dine for the Dukes.
Caden Dine on the tackle. We had him on the show earlier today. Fine young man for Marlington. Now the Dukes got to stiffen up here a little bit. 3rd and 2. Flags. False start. Warrensville Heights. And that'll turn a 3rd and 2 into a 3rd and 7.
Illegal procedure against Warrensville Heights. 5-yard penalty. Out of back, the Tigers up just outside the 40-yard line. 3rd down 7.
Well, it won't be long. We'll be
For the Tigers.
looking out this window, and green leaves will be gone. Fall colors will be in. Fall foliage. I tell you what, this place is really neat when fall starts. You get the changing of it's really neat. Handoff inside, 40, 35, and down at the 35-yard line. They're still going to be short of the first down. However, that carry was by Jordan Mitchell, 6 feet, 200-pound linebacker / running back for Warrensville Heights. $1:55 to go in the first half. Now remember, Heights is out of timeouts. Marlington has 2, and Warrensville will go 4th and 1 at the Marlington 35. Dukes in front, 7-0 here on 1310 WDPN. Harris in the gun. He's going to run it himself. And Harris has got a first down and more. He's taken down at the 33. Needed 1. He got about 3. First down, Warrensville Heights. And again, remember, they're out of timeouts. So if something crazy, they're not going to be able to stop it. reset things. They're just going to have to get up and go. Clock at 1:29 to go here in the first half. Still 8-6. McKinley over Warren Harding with 1:50 to go in the first half over at Mollenkoff Stadium. 1st and 10, Warrensville Heights. Play clock at 10. They get it off. Harris back to throw. He throws it deep down the left side. Got a man, and it's in and out of his hands, incomplete. Jaden Ellensby had it, and he just couldn't hold it. It may have got deflected there right before, which kind of changed the trajectory of the ball a little bit, and it fell incomplete, second down.
Yeah, break there for the Dukes, but at the same time stops the clock. Warrensville Heights now gets a chance to think a little bit here, try to get some points on the board before the half.
See, athletic director Scott Stair walked around. He's got those neon orange tennis shoes on. You can't miss him, especially when he's walking down there on the track. Second down and 10, Warrensville Heights. Timeout, Marlington. That's Marlington's second. They have one remaining. $1:06 left here in the first half. Still 7-0 Marlington. And again, this timeout brought to you by the Friends and Family Credit Union. It's always a good time to bring a friend into the family. 50-50, getting close to $700. That's pretty good.
Nice Friday night. Get some football action back.
Tell you what.
Take some cash home with you.
Uncle Sam can't touch it. Never a bad thing. Looking out over the crowd here.
Last call. Getting close to the last call to purchase those 50-50 tickets. Now approaching.
Again, the stadium here holds around 3,000, maybe 3,500.
Right at the beginning of the third quarter, we'll call that.
Most of the capacity, of course, here on the home side. Big scoreboard to the right. You get that's where the buses line up over there, way back to the right. To the left, you got a concession stand. Of course, the baseball field to our left. You got the 8-lane track that surrounds the field here. And just a bunch of trees and land behind the visiting stands here at Marlington. Second down, Warrensville Heights. Harris back to throw. He's being pressured. He's looking downfield. He's looking. Throws. Almost intercepted at the 21-yard line. In and out of the hands of Cole Jones. Almost had it. Incomplete. 3rd and 10 for Heights.
Yeah, Heights had a guy open on the backside there, but Cam Evanich was chasing him down. He had to get out of the pocket, and he had to throw it away. Almost interception, but 3rd and 10 for the Dukes.
.59 seconds to go in the first half. 7-0 in favor of Marlington. Here Harris in the shotgun. Motion to the left is Jones. Harris is going to keep it up the middle. Looking for a block. Got one, but not enough. It'll be taken down at the Marlington 29-yard line. Again, Heights is out of timeouts. So 4th down. Marlington's got one. I'm surprised they didn't take one here. If they hold them here, they get the ball back. They got a chance to at least try something. But the clock is down to 32 seconds and winding it. Again, Warrensville can't stop it. 4th and 8 now for the Tigers at the Marlington 29-yard line. Game clock at 22. The play clock is at 15. Harris in the gun for Warrensville. Trips to the right, slot to the left. There's the shotgun snap. He'll go back to throw. Harris over the middle. Intercepted at the 17-yard line. There's an interception for Cole Jones. And the Dukes will take over 1st and 10. Finally got one.
Never a bad thing to get a turnover, although they lost about 12 yards there on the pick because it was 4th down, but they'll take the ball. 11 seconds left here.
Now I'm just going to go out on a limb here. And Joe Cardinal, you got a freshman quarterback. I think you take a knee, you go back to the locker room, and you say, hey, fellas are up 7-0. Here's what we need to work on. I think that's where we're headed. Yep, they're going to bring Evanich in as that safety valve inside the 5 in case something crazy happens on the snap. Although they are going to do a shotgun snap. Warrensville Heights actually jumped off sides, but the official says, you know what, we're just going to let that
We'll
go.
all go to half and reset and come back out.
We're going to let that go. Final seconds off the clock here at Marlington, and the 2 quarters are officially in the books on this Friday night. Your score, the Marlington Dukes 7 and the Warrensville Heights Tigers nothing. We'll take the big halftime break. That's coming up here on AM 1310 WDPN.
Peace of mind. It's one of the most important benefits that we can offer at Friends and Family Credit Union. Welcome to Family Secure Checking. It offers unrivaled security to protect your everyday finances and purchases, as well as comprehensive identity theft protection and reimbursement coverage, credit file monitoring, benefits for travel, shopping rewards, and cell phone protection that includes repair or replacement for up to 4 phones on your cell phone plan. It's time to bring a friend into the family.
For over 20 years, Pierce Motors has been your trusted, locally owned and operated auto repair shop, delivering ASE certified bumper-to-bumper service you can count on. From oil changes to engine repairs and diagnostics, we do it all with quality work at a fair price. Visit us at 170 East Main Street, Limaville, or call 330-821-7744 today and see why so many in the community rely on Pierce Motors.
Hey everyone, it's Rex Combs, Rex in the Morning on AM 1310, inviting you to tune in Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. for unforgettable favorites, music news, and more. With myself, Clint Marshall on News and Sports, and Mark Johnson from News 5 giving us the weather forecast. Monday through Friday, 6 to 10 a.m., Rex in the Morning, it's all about the music right here on AM 1310 WDPN.
RG Dre, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. On completion, RG Dre students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assistant, engineering, sports turf and landscape, building, and so much more. Contact RG Dre for it's the perfect fit for you. RG Dre, your careers begin.
Hey, man, good to see you. What brings you out here today? Need to pick up a few tools. You? I need new kitchen cabinets, countertops, maybe even a whole new kitchen, but I can't get any help or find what I need in this place. You need to go to Robertson's for that. Robertson's Kitchen and Bath Gallery is an American Standard plumbing registered showroom, and their knowledgeable consultants have the training and expertise to actually help you get what you need without breaking your budget.
Visit Robertson Kitchen and Bath at 2155 West Main Street in the Alliance Industrial Park, or visit them online at robertsonkitchenandbath.com, where amazing meets affordable.
From the AM 1310 WDPN newsroom, I'm Jeff Mears. An overheated electrical cord on an air conditioner is getting the blame for starting a fire at a Canton home early today. Around 1:40, firefighters were called to the 800 block of High Avenue Northwest. They found heavy smoke coming from the structure. Damage is estimated at $23,000. The house will likely be torn down. A dog trying to get food on a stove started another house fire in the city. Firefighters responded to the 1300 block of St. Elmo Avenue Northeast around 2:30. The blaze was sparked when the dog turned on an electric burner on the stove. The family escaped when they were alerted by smoke detectors and put out the flames. The kitchen sustained minor damage. No one was hurt in either fire. The Stark County Grand Jury has indicted a Nimishillen Township man accused of sexually assaulting a young girl. 56-year-old Everett Steed is charged with 3 counts of rape and 2 counts of gross sexual imposition. The alleged victim was 6 when the activity began in January 2004. The indictment states it continued until August 2009. Steen is scheduled for arraignment today in Common Pleas Court. He's being held in the county jail on $150,000 bond. A man accused in a violent assault in Canton is behind bars. 49-year-old William Harvey of Canton was arrested Thursday. He was wanted on a warrant charging him with felonious assault for an August 11th incident. Harvey allegedly used a chair to hit a 58-year-old Canton man in the head. Police say the incident occurred in the 1900 block of 6th Street Northeast. Court records state the victim suffered several broken bones and the loss of 4 teeth. Harvey is scheduled for arraignment today in Canton Municipal Court. The Highway Patrol is investigating a fatal crash in Tuscarawas County that occurred Thursday afternoon. Around 2:15, 18-year-old Ava Stamets was northbound on I-77 in Oxford Township when her car crossed the median and entered the southbound lanes. Her vehicle collided with a pickup truck near milepost 63. The truck went off the left side of the interstate and overturned. Stamets' car then struck another pickup. Both vehicles went off the right side of the road and hit a guardrail. Stamets died at the scene. The other drivers and 4 passengers in the second truck suffered minor injuries and were taken to a Cambridge hospital. The patrol is investigating the incident. Drugs and alcohol are believed to be factors. A Columbiana County judge has sentenced a man who pleaded guilty to child pornography charges to 33 years in prison. Common Pleas Judge Scott Washam handed down the punishment to 64-year-old Barry Stevens of Salem Thursday. He pleaded guilty in March to 51 counts of pandering obscenity involving a minor. As part of his sentence, Stevens must register as a Tier 2 sex offender. He was arrested after a search warrant was executed at his home in February 2024. More than 2,000 images and videos of children engaging in sex acts were found on Stevens' computer. Oral arguments are scheduled October 25th in the Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals in Cincinnati for an appeal of the settlement between Norfolk Southern and residents affected by the East Palestine train derailment. The law firm Morgan & Morgan filed the appeal in December 2024. A federal judge ruled the previous month against their motion for an injunction of payment of legal fees in the $600 million settlement. Morgan & Morgan argued the $180 million awarded to class counsel was split up unfairly. They also accused co-lead counsel of exploiting a quick pay provision. The attorneys involved helped broker the settlement resulting from the 2023 derailment. It was granted 1 year ago. More news after this.
The Q92 Sports Network brings you more high school football and basketball games than anyone else, by far. But did you know that you can go back and listen to our broadcast again? Simply go to the Q92 radio page on SoundCloud. We've posted the games we broadcast for everyone to go back and relive. We have playlists filled with our high school football broadcasts from 2016 to this season. So go to SoundCloud now, follow Q92 Radio, and listen. And thank you for listening to all of our sports broadcasts of high school football and basketball on the Q92 Sports Network.
It's off to prison for a Ravenna man who pleaded guilty to child pornography charges. A federal judge sentenced 47-year-old Daniel Robertson to more than 10 years behind bars. He pleaded guilty in May to receipt and distribution of visual depictions of minors engaged in sexually explicit conduct. Robertson downloaded and shared sexually explicit photos and videos of children from March to December 2024. Federal agents found the material on electronic devices after a search warrant was executed at his home in December. Robertson also was ordered to serve 10 years probation and pay more than $17,000 restitution. 80 days in jail and 1 year of probation is the sentence issued to a man who threatened an employee at Hollywood Gaming Casino in Austintown. Mahoning County Judge Scott Hunter handed down the punishment Wednesday to 69-year-old Alfad Mohammed of North Jackson. He pleaded guilty to aggravated menacing and failure to comply. An intimidation charge was dropped. Mohammed was given credit for 10 days served. He is banned from the casino. After losing a large bet, Mohammed threatened to shoot an employee August 10th. Security escorted him off the property. Mohammed later led police on a chase and pointed a rifle out of his vehicle. A federal judge has sentenced 2 women for having fake forms of identification. 39-year-old Amelia Nohemi Rosino Rodriguez and 33-year-old Dikla Imirlania Perez Rodriguez pleaded guilty in May to possession of a fraudulent permanent resident card. They were each sentenced this week to 2 months in prison. Rosino Rodriguez will surrender to Immigrations and Customs Enforcement for deportation. Warren police found the women sleeping in a car at a convenience store on Parkman Road February 17th. Both had bogus permanent resident cards. As part of her sentence, Rosino Rodriguez will serve 3 years probation. Perez Rodriguez was handed 1 year. A parole hearing is scheduled next month for a man serving 15 years to life in prison for murdering his infant daughter in October 2002. The Trumbull County Prosecutor's Office opposes the release of 44-year-old Renal Ziegler. He claimed he put his daughter down for a nap and she fell out of bed, and he violently shook her to wake her up. But an autopsy concluded the child suffered from at least 6 separate points of blunt force trauma to the head that caused bleeding on the brain. Prosecutors say during his time in prison, Ziegler has had at least 40 disciplinary instances. We'll return you to the stadium for the second half of tonight's game, but first a look at the forecast. For the overnight, mostly clear, cooler, a low of 61. Saturday, mostly sunny skies with a high reaching 85. From the AM 1310 WDPN newsroom, I'm Jeff Mears.
High school football exemplifies the true meaning of teamwork. At Friends and Family Credit Union, our team of local friendly professionals offer the same true spirit for our members with a wide array of products from vehicle loans to personal loans, family secure checking with ID Protect, mortgage, home equity line of credit, and more. For over 60 years, we have the game plan for your financial well-being. Visit any of our 3 convenient locations, online or mobile banking. Now, more than ever, it's time to bring a friend into the family.
For over 20 years, Pierce Motors has been your trusted, locally owned and operated auto repair shop, delivering ASE certified bumper-to-bumper service you can count on. From oil changes to engine repairs and diagnostics, we do it all with quality work at a fair price. Visit us at 170 East Main Street, Limaville, or call 330-821-7744 today and see why so many in the community rely on Pierce Motors. Looking for your home for local sports? Head over to Q92radiosports.com, the official website of Q92 Sports Network. Catch every live broadcast of high school games and Mount Union sports. Stay up to date with the latest local sports stories. Check scores from around the area and never miss a game with our full broadcast schedule. It's everything sports all in one place. Q92radiosports.com, your local sports connection.
When it comes to sports, Sam Berkwin brings the heat. Catch the Sam Berkwin Show weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on the WDPN Facebook and X pages, plus the Q92 YouTube channel. From the Browns to the Buckeyes, the Guardians, Cavs, and your local high school teams, if it's making headlines in the sports world, Sam is talking about it. It's the local sports talk you want. The Sam Berkwin Show, weekday afternoons on AM 1310 WDPN.
RG Drag, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Drag students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Drag to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Drag, where careers begin.
Hey, sports fans, want the latest local sports news, game photos, coach and player interviews, and live play-by-play coverage? Then follow Q92 Sports on social media now. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Like, follow, and subscribe today. Catch the highlights, relive the moments, and stay connected to your hometown teams. Q92 Sports, your home for everything local sports. Real teams, real action, real coverage. Follow Q92 Sports on social media.
This is high school football on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on Facebook, X, and YouTube.
Welcome back to Marlington High School. Sam Berkwin and Caleb Lorick with you on AM 1310 WDPN. You can check us out on Facebook, check us out on X or Twitter, and also the Q92 radio page on YouTube. 7-0 is our score. Marlington over Warrensville. And Caleb, the story of this first half undoubtedly has been penalties. There have been a whole lot of them.
Absolutely.
And most of them have been on the visiting squad from Warrensville.
Yeah. Both teams sloppy to start, but definitely Warrensville Height having trouble getting lined up, getting where they're supposed to be, and then not jumping too early on both offense and defense. Unfortunately, Marlington hasn't been able to capitalize on them with just 7 points on the big run by Evanich, and had a chance for another one there, and fumble went through the end zone, but it has been sloppy. The officials are in mid-season form already, getting their practice in.
Yeah, the flags have been flying tonight here in Marlington. 7-0 Dukes with the lead. And I tell you what, the Warrensville Heights band, who did make the trip down here, they did a fantastic job with their musical selections and their dance team. And now the Marlington Dukes are finishing up their halftime show here on this season opener in 2025. Well, the band's kind of hurried through. There's still 7 minutes to go, plus they're going to put another 3 onto that. when the players come out to warm up. So we're going to have a lot of downtime here before we start this third quarter. Let's take a peek at the scoreboard here. It is halftime at Mollenkoff Stadium in Warren. McKinley 8 and Warren Harding 6. Didn't see that coming. I thought there'd be a lot more points there. Halftime, West Branch leads Canfield by the score of 15-13. Other scores going on. Jackson leads Chardon 21-7. Lake over South Range 35-13. Halftime, Glen Oak leads Dover by the score of, Dover leads Glen Oak 18-7 at Bob Cummings Field. So a little bit of surprise there, but got to be a little funny for Dover, not looking on the sidelines and seeing Dan Eft with his coaching gear on. It's 30 years since they've had a coaching change at Dover, and this was the year that happened. Score here is Marlington 7 and Warrensville Heights nothing. I want to thank all of our outstanding sponsors for being with us here all season long on AM 1310 WDPN, and of course all of our social media streams as well. Let's see if we have any other scores here. I think that's it. Actually, the Glenville Maslin, okay, they're at halftime, 19-7 Glenville. And they went to half about 10 minutes ago, so they should be getting started up here in the third quarter as well. See if we can check up and see what the some of the baseball scores are.
Tribe,
That's
Guardians,
right.
whatever you
Tribe.
want to call them, are
Tribe
up
is fine with
1-0
me.
down in Texas.
All right, so
Double by C.J. Kafis.
boy, they've been struggling. They gotta get it together here. Now, of course, with the Guardians, you're always okay. Well, who's doing what on the scoreboard? Because you're going to watch and see what some of the other teams are doing. They're going to the top of the fifth inning. The Yankees and the Red Sox are scoreless. Astros lead the Orioles 4-3 in the top of the fifth inning. Kansas City leads Detroit 3-1 in the bottom of the fifth inning. Let's see here. Mets lead the Braves 6-1 in the fourth. Rays over the Cardinals 4-1. White Sox lead the Twins 1-0. Later on tonight, the Cubs and the Angels out in L.A. and the Dodgers and the Padres a little bit later on tonight. Athletics Mariners, Reds Diamondbacks. Boy, a lot of games on the West Coast. PGA Tour Championship this weekend. Boy, once football starts, people kind of forget about the PGA, and it's been that way forever. But Tommy Fleetwood and Hurtley are tied at 13 under par after the first two rounds. And let's see here. I don't see Scotty Scheffler. Well, he'll be there. Don't worry about that. Scotty's probably the best.
Eight under.
8 under. Okay.
Tied for sixth.
He's got it right where he wants him.
What a summer for him.
Isn't he something?
Whiz.
He is. He really is something. So that gets you caught up on the scoreboard there, high school wise, and of course the pro board with the Guardians and Major League Baseball. And a little update there on the PGA Tour. Just want to remind everybody. 1 week from tonight, we will be at the University of Mount Union as the Alliance Aviators will take on the Louisville Leopards. Sam Berkman show at 3, pregame at 6:30, and the kick at 7. All here on AM 1310 WDPN. You been in the Mountain Press Box before?
I have.
Nice. Indian Valley leads Green 21-7. At halftime. It's a little surprise. Not a huge, but I mean, they're coming off a state championship. Indian Valley and Green, of course, fluctuating between Division I and Division II as far as football is concerned. So
that's a good matchup. The quarterback for Indian Valley, the finalist for Ohio Mr. Football. Yeah. On the other side, quarterback at Green, probably going to be in the running for Federal League Player of the Year. So early season test there.
That's a really good matchup. Now, I'm trying to remember, is that at Green or was that down in Janadenhut?
It is at Green.
At Green, okay.
Yep.
What a great place to do a ball game. A little bit of a climb up to the press box, but it's they do a nice job over there. They do a great job over here. I want to thank Scott Stair, the AD, of course, head football coach Joe Cardinal, and all the folks over here at Marlington, taking real good care of us. The water in the fridge upstairs. There's plenty of pizza here, so they rolled out the red carpet, no doubt about it. Lake over South Range right now, 29-13. That's got to be getting close to half. I heard Lake had possibly had a couple of injuries coming in. Hope that wasn't somebody's cell phone that just cracked. Hope they got a good case on it.
North and Aquinas, 8-6 at the half. Another barn burner over there.
Well, you hope St. Tom can start with a win. They have been hard to come by, but know Coach Henderson for a long, long time, and hoping he can get things rolling over at St. Tom. It's tough. They got about 25, 26 kids.
Yep.
And,
Coach Dennison and the Wildcats 9-7 going into halftime there over Field.
So we got an 8-6, a 9-7, a couple of our ball games tonight. That's crazy.
United 21-0 over Minerva. East Canton 24, Chippewa 0 at the half. Malvern 16, Valley Christian 0 at the half.
Hoover just scored again. It's now 23-0 over Bookville, and that's they should be close to half over at North Canton. The story here is the Marlington Dukes 7 and the Warrensville Heights Tigers 0. We will take our final breaks here in the first half, and Caleb and I will come back and get you ready to roll. Third quarter action here. High school football opening Friday night on AM 1310 WDPN.
Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. for unforgettable favorites, music news, and more. With myself, Clint Marshall on News and Sports, and Mark Johnson from News 5 giving us the weather forecast. Monday through Friday, 6 to 10 a.m. Rex in the Morning. It's all about the music right here on AM 1310 WDPN.
Of all the ways to get ahead in life, we're one of them. And we're legal. The John Tesh Radio Show.
I'm John Tesh, and we couldn't be happier about bringing you intelligence for your life every day. We have a room full of researchers gathering the information and ideas you need to make your life simpler and better, and to make you the smartest person in the room.
You're just trying to be better. We're just trying to help. The John Tesh Radio Show.
Join me for music and intelligence for your life, 10 to 3, Monday through Saturday, only on AM 1310 WDPN.
It's intelligence for your life.
High school football exemplifies the true meaning of teamwork. At Friends and Family Credit Union, our team of local friendly professionals offer the same true spirit for our members. With a wide array of products from vehicle loans to personal loans, family secure checking with ID Protect, mortgage, home equity line of credit, and more. For over 60 years, we have the game plan for your financial well-being. Visit any of our 3 convenient locations, online or mobile banking. Now, more than ever, it's time to bring a friend into the family.
Hey, man, good to see you. What brings you out here today? Need to pick up a few tools. You? I need new kitchen cabinets, countertops, maybe even a whole new kitchen, but I can't get any help or find what I need in this place. You need to go to Robertson's for that. Robertson's Kitchen and Bath Gallery is an American Standard plumbing registered showroom, and their knowledgeable consultants have the training and expertise to actually help you get what you need without breaking your budget.
Visit Robertson Kitchen and Bath at 2155 West Main Street in the Alliance Industrial Park, or visit them online at robertsonkitchenandbath.com, where amazing meets affordable.
It is worth $425. We thank you for all of you.
And we are back on AM 1310 WDPN. And, of course, you can catch our game on the WDPN Facebook page. Although, the last time I was there, I did not see it. So hopefully that has been on there all night. You can also catch it on the 1310 WDPN X page. And, of course, the Q92 radio page on YouTube. 7-0 is our score. Marlington over Warrensville Heights. Sam Berkwood, Caleb Norick welcoming you back to Marlington High School, the home of the Dukes on this Friday night. Next Friday, we'll be at Mount Union for Alliance and Louisville at 7 o'clock. Feels like a 24-0 game, doesn't it?
It does.
But it's only 7.
It does. Not sure if it's right, but the online stats say that Louisville just went 99 yards down the field. and is up 7-0
over New Philly.
We'll see them next week. And Alliance is up 13-0 at the half over Padua.
All right, Aviators, let's go.
Up in Parma. So we'll see both those schools next week. And Mount Union.
Nice to have a couple of 1-0 teams coming in for the second week of the season. A lot of football to be played, but it does go so fast. You blink your eyes, and it's second week of October. And then you're talking about rivalry weekend, and then you're like, what happened? Where'd it go?
Yeah.
That's the way it goes. That's why you love it, because it goes so fast. You wait so long, then it gets here, and it goes so fast. And you're like, well, I guess we have to wait for it to come back again. And that's exactly what we do. All right, 7-0 Dukes.
Marlington will get the ball to start the second half.
Yes, they will.
Tyler Walter come out. Got some good throws in.
He did.
With some positive things. Didn't take any sacks. So we'll see what he does here.
Marlington lined up on the wrong side of the 50, so they got to book it to the other end of the field to get ready for the second half kickoff here. Height still hasn't come off their sidelines yet. Is it me, or is it a little dim?
It is hard to see in
okay,
areas.
I thought it was just me, because I know my eyesight's going the way of the whatever. But it is not very bright here.
Well, we'll see if these lights help with Warrensville Heights jerseys or make it worse. I'm not sure. The sun didn't help.
No, maybe yellow on white. It might be a little easier to no. No, it's not. It's just as
Oregon effect. It's all about looks. So don't care about the sportscasters. They just want to look good.
No, they don't. So yeah, it is kind of dimly lit here. But this is about the lighting over at Glen Oak. It's about the same. They have 4 standards, 4 light standards. 6 to 8 bulbs on each, and it's tough to light it up that way. But
a couple more 50-50s maybe, and they can get some new lights.
Right. I was talking to A.D. Scott Stair out there on the show today. I said, "What about a wish list for?" He was naming off. He had about $5 million spent before he got to like his 5th. I go, we better stop there. Here comes a kickoff return for the Dukes, and they're in big, big trouble and down all the way back at the 13-yard line. Not much room to run there for Logan Kuhn, number 1, the senior, 5'10", 145 pounds. That's where the Dukes will take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, about everything that could go wrong went wrong there. He dropped the ball, picked it up, tried to make a play, but ran the wrong way, and they lost ground there, and so they'll be backed up to start here at the 18-yard line. Looks like got to the
Cardell Jones over at the ball game tonight at Maslin, Cleveland Glenville. He and Coach Ginn had a horrific relationship, and that just continues to prosper years after Cardell graduated from Glenville, of course, graduated from Ohio State. Ursuline 29, Steubenville 7. There's a run up the middle for Marlington, 15, 20, 25, out to the 30-yard line of the first down. Nice, quick burst by Jones and a first down. Kind of got his shoulder pads rearranged a little bit and to get some help.
Yeah, he made a nice cut there and got upfield. Gain of 16 there.
Yep.
20.
Out to the 30-yard line. Duke's going left to right, up 7-0. Just getting cranked up here at third quarter of play. There's a little delay over the right side. Jones, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. He's off to the reaches, looking to go to the 40. To the Warrensville 35, and he's taken down. Bryce Jones scooting on that turf. Big play. First down, Marlington.
Backs up. Gain of 16. Next play, gain of 35. That's 2 good runs in a row there, and got a couple good blocks on the right tackle, right guard, and it was a foot race. Safety did push him out of bounds, brought him down at the 35, but a big play for the Dukes.
I like this young man, senior, 5'10", 165 pounds. Bryce Jones, remember that name, folks. Dukes now. Nails to the right side. They're going to pull the guard and tackle. It's going to be a run by Evanich. Broke a tackle at the 35. He broke a tackle at the 30, 25, 20, 15. Flags all over Marlboro Township. Touchdown by Evanich, but I'm willing to bet this baby's coming back.
It was a great cutback by Evanich, but looks like Cole Jones, the receiver. It looks like they're going to call him for a crackback block. It's one of those things. He kind of ran into the guy, but
yeah,
it's the letter of the law. And
here the Marlington faithful are not digging the call there by the official. So illegal crackback block on the Dukes. Well, that was a heck of a run by Evanich, too. So that'll be wiped off the board.
Yeah, it wasn't necessary. Evanich was going to beat him to the corner, but again, he couldn't get out of the way.
You didn't need it.
They collided, and he got called for the penalty. That'll back him up. Be at the 38-yard line, be 1st and 15.
First down 15 for the Dukes.
All right, Marlington.
Ball to Warrensville Heights 38.
What kind of having their way right now with Warrensville. There goes a run by the freshman across the 30, inside the 25, and he slides into second base safely at the 25-yard line. Walters, nifty little move over here by the sidelines. Little juke to the right, cut it back to the left, and got good yardage on that play.
How about that for a freshman? He gets downfield, sees the defender, knows he's not going to get much more, slides down, saves his body, and the first down. He's going to be a little bit short, so 2nd and 2. He gets 13 there.
25-yard line.
Still 8-6, Kent McKinley over Warren Harding. I thought that would be 28-24, something like that. 8-6 right now. Bulldogs up by 2. Coaching debut for the Bulldogs for Renzi Parnell. Jones over the middle, takes it inside the 22, down to the 20-yard line, and that is a Marlington first down. Lake opening up on South Range. Blue Streaks 42. South Range 13. Now remember, Lake, I believe Division 2 in football. I think South Range is like Division 6. But they can play.
They're 5 or 6, but they were state runner-up last year in the Final Four.
And I'm glad to see that. A lot of teams wouldn't schedule that either
Coach
way.
George and the Blue Streaks there. Yep. On the road.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a trip. 8 slot to the left, Jones in the slot to the right. It's going to be a bubble screen caught by Evanich, looking for a block. Going to wiggle out of it himself. 15-10, 5, touchdown, Marlington Dukes. Evanich into the end zone. He is a playmaker with a capital P. 13-0, Marlington with the lead.
There was probably 5 or 6 Tigers that got their paws on him, so to speak, there, and he just he made a move, and then it was a foot race, and they weren't going to catch him for about a 25-yard touchdown connection there for the Dukes.
So Marlington grabs a 13-0 lead now over Warrensville Heights. Alan Siders will come in for the extra point. It's up, and it's no good. He pushed it off to the left. So we'll keep it here. 9:18 to go, third quarter. It's now Marlington 13 and Warrensville Heights nothing. But again, it's only 2 scores, and the fact that there's a missed extra point there now, still kind of leaving the door open a little bit for Warrensville Heights, who, again, they just have not been able to get out of their own way. Just way too many penalties, lining up offsides. They had to burn through their timeouts really quickly in the first half. They just haven't been able to get it together.
And Coach Cardinal, that's exactly what you're looking for coming out of the half. A couple big runs there. They had a big play on the backside there. They got called back, but they came back with a nice little bubble screen there, and they get points.
Speaking of points, another field goal for Warren Harding. 9-8. Raiders over the Bulldogs at Warren, third quarter.
Alan Siders set the kickoff for the Dukes. Mitchell and Jones.
All right, here we go. Siders has it teed up at the 40 for Marlington. Pretty much 4 back there deep for Heights. There's the kickoff. Return from the 13-yard line. Right hash now up the middle, 15 to the 20. Trying to get some room, 25, 26, and boom, at the 26-yard line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Dukes on the play. And that's the first question I asked to Coach Cardinal when he was on the program this afternoon. I said, what do you like most about your team? He says, well, I'll give you two. He says, we're young, and I love the way we run with the football. And that's exactly what you saw right there.
It almost looked like Warrensville Height wasn't on the field. They just fanned and created a funnel, and he had nowhere to go. 5 Dukes there to make the tackle.
That's exactly what Coach said. Fanning. How about that?
I listen to your show every once in a while.
You're quoting the coach, and you weren't even here. I'm impressed. Here we go. Warrensville Heights, 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line. Coming around the left side, fake up the middle. It's almost a little juke move outside 20, 25, 26, maybe the 27-yard line. Jackson on the carry. And let's see where they finally are able to shove him out. Let's give him 3. We'll call it 2nd down and 7. 8:52, clock runs 3rd quarter. Marlington over Warrensville Heights, 13-0. Sam Berkman, Caleb Norick, good to be with you on this Friday evening. Also, we got a bunch of other games going on all along the Q92 Radio Sports Network. Going to check those out, Q92radiosports.com. We appreciate you hanging out with us here on a Friday night. It's back to throw, rolling right, fires into the flat, caught 30, out to the 36-yard line. Evidence on the tackle for Marlington. That'll bring up a 3rd down. 13-0 Dukes, 8:16 to go, 3rd quarter of play. Friday night we'll be at Mount Union as the Alliance Aviators play host to the Louisville Leopards. 6:30 pregame, 7 o'clock kick, 1310 WDPN. And so far so good for the Leopards and the Aviators tonight, both on top in their ball game. So Warrensville Heights way over on the far right hash, and they'll open up 1st and 10. And now,
another
timeout. Equipment problem. What happened?
We got a flag down. We got a guy down. We got whistles all around.
Sounds like lyrics to a bad song. So I guess we're going to go with an official timeout here, not a team timeout. So that will stop the clock with 7:52 to go in the 3rd. Marlington on top by the score of 13-0. Guardians lead the Rangers 1-0. Now that Arlington, I keep wanting to call it the ballpark in Arlington, but that's not what they call it anymore. I can't keep up with all these corporation names for these stadiums.
It's the ballpark in the shadow of Jerry's World. It might as well be what you call it. So.
Right? Yeah. Everybody else gets second building down there behind the Cowboys, who still haven't signed Micah Parsons. And knowing Jerry, I don't personally know Jerry, but knowing how he works, they'll announce that 10 minutes before the opening kickoff of the first game.
And he'll
they'll do it on a Thursday night to take away from the game that's going on that night that they're not playing it.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. East Canton 38-0 over, who are they playing? Chippewa. So Spider Miller and East Canton getting after it tonight. Glenville still leads Massillon 19-7, 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter of play.
So after all of that, they did call a penalty, unsportsmanlike on the Dukes, and so Warrensville Heights going to cross midfield here. They're on the 49-yard line now.
Now here we go. Quick dump out here in the flat. It is caught. That's Williams, and he dropped it. And I'll tell you what, Logan Kuhn was hanging around.
It was in his hands and right through the breadbasket onto the ground.
That'll bring up 2nd down. 13-0 Dukes. Ball at the Marlington 49-yard line. 2nd down and 10 coming up for Warrensville Heights. We lost a couple of degrees here, but the humidity's still with us here at Marlington High School. Had a good time over here doing the show 3 until 6. Thanks to Scotty Stair, the AD, for having us out today. Run over the right side for maybe a 1. We'll call it 3rd down and 9. Is there a Duke down there on the field? Oh, he got up, Mr. Official. Let him go. He's okay. Nope, down he goes. That's a cramp. So that will stop the clock. With 7:27 to go. That's 1, 2, 3. That's our 4th player to cramp up tonight.
It just goes to show, no matter how much practice scrimmages, you can't simulate the game speed that comes.
You're right.
Of course, 2 days aren't quite what they used to be.
No, they're not. No, they're not. A lot of schools now don't even practice till nighttime.
Yep.
They'll do like a late afternoon, take a break, and then they'll have the early evening practice. And they'll just, if money's not too much of an object, you got to turn these lights on now for those nighttime practices. But yeah, gone are the days of 8 to 11, and then a break, and then 12:30 to 4.
Yep.
Those are gone.
Yep.
Those are gone.
As much as football's changed in the last 25 years, it's still the same. It's who can make the plays and
That's right.
not turn the ball over. And this game apparently get the least amount of penalties.
Yeah, there's going to be a bunch to add up by the time this one's over. Warrensville Heights probably got to be around 65, 70 yards in penalties. Marlington player up and okay. Just a cramp. I really don't want to turn our lights on in here. It is almost impossible to read, but I'm just perfectly happy with how we. Are you good? Can you see okay? All right. I'm the blind one up here, but I refuse to turn the lights on. Jaden Henson had that cramp for Marlington, but he is up and okay. Check my battery on my one phone here. I might be able to just go with the flashlight. 13-0 Dukes. Rolling to the left. Out of the pocket. Rolling back to the right. I mean, way back there at the 40-yard line. Pass is incomplete at the Marlington 38-yard line. Well, I'll tell you what. Harris was running for his life to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, circled around back to the right, and just whistled it down there. Incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down for Warrensville Heights. And I'm going to assume
legitimately 17, 18 yards in the backfield there, and was able to get free, and he made a good throw. It just wasn't on line, and the guy wasn't able to come up with it, so it'll be 4th down.
There's the punt, high and short. Brooks will let that one go inside the 20, inside the 15, and the Tigers of Warrensville Heights will get on that thing at the 14-yard line. That's where Marlington will go 1st and 10. It's 13-0 Duke, 6:59 to go, 3rd quarter of play here on 1310 WDPN. Again, we'll keep it here. Jackson over Chardon, 28-7. That's interesting because I had heard that quite possibly the Jackson starting quarterback was going to be out tonight. But evidently, if that was the case, then the guy behind him is having a great night. And the Bears are taking care of a pretty good Chardon team.
Yeah, for the first time in 15 years, Chardon's got a new head coach this year.
Yeah. They got a couple of state titles in their pocket. Good football program. Bad area for snow, but a good football program. Jones carries it over the left side, spinning and twisting, and he'll be taken down right at the 14-yard line, so no gain on the play. You're talking about Chardon. You were talking about Snow Belt Deluxe. They get more snow than anybody. Even Ashton. Chardon is where it's at.
Yeah, right.
If you like snow. Yep. Way up. The deal is though it's such a high elevation for the area, for the city. That's why they named their team the Hilltoppers. They're just way elevated. Of course, the higher you get when you're toward around the lake area, Mother Nature lets loose, you're in big trouble. Second down and 10 for the Dukes. Warrensville almost jumped. Walter back to throw. Slant. Evidence caught it across the 23 to the 24. If he gets a good spot, that's a first down. If not,
one official is signaling a first down, the other official is signaling that he's going to be short. But there's also a Marlington Duke down
at the 25. And
looks like Evidence.
That's another cramp. Yep. It'll work on the right calf of Evidence, who has had a real nice bowl game tonight. And 1 or 2 touchdowns, Evidence.
He's got a touchdown
one
here.
Sure.
He had that one that was going to be on the far side there, called back on the crackback.
That's right.
And then he also made the block on the would have been touchdown that turned into a touchback.
I got an email, and I wasn't aware of what it was until I opened it up, and it was the highlight, the touchdown of for Evidence. So,
Gotcha. Does he have both of them, Sam? I think he might.
I don't know. Now we got another. Now we got a. Is the kid from Warrensville got a cramp, or is he just kind of chilling out? Because the Evidence has got a cramp. And the young man for Warrensville, he might just be kicking back. Well, no, he is kind of.
He's got a cramp too.
Yeah, he's trying to work that out too. So yeah.
We shouldn't laugh. I know it hurts, but
it does. I'm going to tell you what. They just come out of nowhere. I mean, they absolutely come out of nowhere, and you panic. You're like, whoa.
Yeah.
I mean, you're 99.9%. You know what it is, but what if it isn't? And that's where you panic.
Yep.
But oh man, you get them in the calf, you get them in your hamstring. Oh my goodness gracious, they are.
You feel like you can't use your leg.
Right. You're just like, okay, I guess I'm not moving. I guess I'm not going to move. McKinley over Harding now, 15-9, 3:50 to go third quarter. Glenville still leads Massillon 19-7. Let's see if we can play this highlight here. What do you think? No. Let's try it.
45 breaks tackle, 40, 35. There he goes. 35, 30, got a block, 20. He's gone. Touchdown, Marlington.
There you go. A touchdown by Evans. Thank you, Jake, for sending that over to us. Folks, you haven't missed anything. Just trying to get cramps to go away. It's still 13-0 Marlington. We're in the third quarter. This has been a crawler. 5:57 to go. Alliance Louisville next Friday at Mount Union, 1310 WDPN. You can check us out. Of course, I'll have my program beginning at 3 from the press box next Friday. What time do you want to come over next Friday?
Tell me.
Whatever you want to show up. And you know what I would have forgotten if I wouldn't have looked over? Don't forget to get the banners. Because you know me, I'd forget them. All right, handoff over the right side. Jones has got it. 1, 2, 3, 4 Tigers bring him down. And Bryce is going to be taken down. Maybe lost a half a yard, if that. Jordan Mitchell leading the charge for Warrensville Heights, looking to get things in the right direction. 1-9 a year ago. Made a coaching change. Bernard Russ now in charge. Of course, Joe Cardinal in his third year with Marlington, coming off a 2-8 season, but the building blocks are there. It's just going to take some time. When you got a freshman quarterback, I mean, hey, sky's the limit here in the next 2 or 3 years. Handoff left side again, Jones. It's been a steady diet of Bryce Jones here tonight. And Bryce will power his way out to the 28-yard line. That'll bring up the third down for Marlington.
Just shy of the 30-yard line.
Looks like we got something cooking with Marlington, or with Warren Harding and McKinley. Get you that score update coming up here. Duke's up to the line, ready to roll. Now they're going to need a big play. 3rd and 5 at their own 29-yard line. They lead 13-0, third quarter play. Dukes are going to pull the guard, pull the tackle, give it to Bryce Jones, spinning and twisting, but he's going to be short of the first down as he's taken down at about the 33-yard line. So that'll bring up 4th down. And
Jones on the carry once again.
looks like the Dukes are going to
Gain of about 3. Gain of 4.
probably do the right thing here, and they'll put the football away on a 4th and 1 at their own 33. I would be tempted, but I know that's not a good idea.
You got to lead and get some field position here, and let your defense has played well.
Mm-hmm. They've given up, 2 big plays all night? That's it. Maybe even 1 big play.
End of the first half there, Heights had a couple of good passes.
Walder's punt. Good boot by the freshman. Fair catch at the Warrensville Heights 35-yard line. That's where the Tigers will take over 1st and 10. All right, let's check out the scoreboard. McKinley 15, Warren Harding 9, but the Raiders are 1st and goal at the Bulldog 9-yard line. That ball game currently on the Q92radiosports.com. Well, Jay Wilhelm's night is done. Hoover 30, Bookville nothing. Game over at North Canton. Vikings 1-0, the Griffs 0-1 to start the season.
I believe Bookville, didn't they beat Hoover last year in that game?
Yes. I did that game last year.
Hoover gets revenge.
Yeah. Not surprised about that tonight. Kind of had a hunch that might happen. Here comes Warrensville. Ooh. Run right over the 36-yard line. And I think that was a hit by Marlington and maybe an accidental hit by one of his own players for Heights. And at any rate, young man who carries the football
got clothesline.
Yeah, he's not happy as he went back to the huddle. He was a little upset. Now he's actually over on the Warrensville sideline. So 2nd down and 1 after that. I'm sorry, 2nd and 9 after that 1-yard gain. 13-0 Dukes. We got 3:08 to go, third quarter of play here at the home of Marlington. 13-10 WDPN on a beautiful night for football. Warrensville Heights just moved again. There'll be another 5-yard penalty on the Tigers, so that'll set them back.
Penalty, illegal procedure against Warrensville Heights.
So 5-yard penalty for Warrensville Heights as they continue to pile those up. But still, it's only a 13-0 game. You might say, well, but it's only 13. Warrensville Heights now up to the line, ready to go. It's going to be an inside counter, running free, 25, 30, 31, 32, down at the 32-yard line. That's a big hit over here by Gavin. And was there a flag, or do we have another injury?
Another cramp.
Or another cramp.
Gavin Samias on the stop for the Dukes.
So Gavin Samias on that tackle. He got after it, too. 3rd and 13, clock stops again with 2:40 to go. Lake 49, South Range 13 in the fourth quarter. So Coach the Georges Blue Streak's going to get off to a 1-0 start. Well, I'll tell you, the last couple of years I've done high school football, I didn't realize how lucky I had it. There were, we had no cramping at all. Like the first 3, once you get past like the first 4 or 5 weeks, you're usually pretty good. But tonight it has been cramp city for both these teams. Actually, you've got at least one. Okay, you had 2 Heights players down. One is up, and now they've got another one down at the 35-yard line.
Louisville's gone up 10-0 on the Quakers down there in New Philadelphia.
This could be the
Maslin,
when they turn it around for Louisville.
Maslin scores to go up on Glenville 20-19.
Whoa! Okay, Tigers.
In the fourth.
How about that?
Are you sure Paul Brown is probably rocking right now?
Oh, yeah. That was probably the marquee game, at least in the northeast part of Ohio, maybe for the entire state. I bet Paul Brown I bet it's cooking over there right now. All right, 3rd down and 13, Heights at their 31. He's back to throw. He's flushed out of the pocket. Got away once, looking downfield. Look out, young man. Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Well short of the first down, and Warrensville Heights will have to punt it away. You know, for a minute, I thought he was going to run into the kicking net over here.
Yeah.
I was like, get that thing out of the way.
I didn't see what number it was for the Dukes, but what a great job. He
58 or 56.
Pulled up right at the end, didn't get the penalty. He was out of bounds and put him in an obvious punting situation. About 4th and 13 now.
Update from Warren. McKinley 15, Warren Harding 12. 2 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Here it's Marlington 13, Warrensville nothing. 2:25 to go in the 3rd quarter of play. Duke's now making a little defensive shift as they'll bring Logan Kuhn up to the line. Warrensville Heights going to get penalty up. They're not going to get the playoff.
They still only have 10 guys on the field.
Yep. So there's another penalty on Warrensville Heights. My goodness. You know, at some point, you got to take accountability for that stuff. So,
had a guy run on, run off, run on. He eventually came on, but he still was only the 10th guy. He was offsides when the play clock ran out, and so call it whatever penalty you want. It's 5 yards, and now it's 4th and 16.
So Warren Harding has 4 field goals tonight. McKinley leads Warren 15-12 late 3rd quarter at Mollenkoff. Here's the snap. Here's the punt. Wobbler. Again, Marlington would behoove them to let that go. And Warrensville Heights will down it at the Duke's 49-yard line. That's where Marlington will set it up 1st and 10. Check the scoreboard. Still 18-7 Dover over Glen Oak in the start of the 4th quarter. That score hasn't changed since the 1st quarter. Glen Oak went out quick, 7-zip. Dover had 18 in a row, and that's still 18-7 Tornadoes over the Golden Eagles in the 4th quarter. Here it's 13-0 Dukes, 2:18 to go 3rd quarter. Sam Burkwood, Caleb Norick with you on 1310 WDPN, all across all of the WDPN social media platforms and on the Q92 radio page on YouTube, so you can check that out. Let us know what you think. Inside handoff to Bryce Jones, who got to the 50 and taken down at the 50-yard line for a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Louisville and Alliance next Friday, 7 o'clock. Caleb and I will be with you from Mount Union Stadium.
Alliance up 19-3 right now on Padua in the 3rd.
All right, here we go. Come on, Flyers. Stay on them. So you'll be interviewing Coach Goodman and Coach Kappas next Friday before the game. That'll be good. Back to throw Walter, the freshman, dumps it out here, flat caught. Logan Kuhn's got it, and Logan's going to be thrown out of bounds at the 48. That's going to be a loss of about a yard on the play. Warrensville coach is 10 yards out onto the field, bending the ear to one of the officials. Not sure what for. Ball officially marked at the Marlington 49-yard line. 13-0 Dukes, late 3rd quarter here. Marlington black jerseys, black pants, white numbers and letters with the orange trim. Warrensville, white jerseys, white pants, gold numbers and letters with the blue and gold trim. There's a play action pass. Got time. Walter's in trouble. Threw it away. That's going to be intentional grounding. And that's going to be a 15-yard penalty and a loss of down. It's not what you want to do there, but again, only the freshman, his first varsity start. A couple of white jerseys coming at him. He said, I got to do something.
Yeah.
Got to throw that one away, and nobody near it. That'll be. I've got breaking news, Caleb.
Yeah, fireworks are continuing over at.
Oh, I was going to tell you there's another cramp.
Oh, it looks like Glenville just responded. They have gone up on the Tigers, at least according to the scoreboard on the.
Wow, how about that?
On YouTube. And then Jackson just scored again, 35-7 over Chardon.
That game's getting close to a running clock over at Robert Fife Stadium. McKinley, 80-yard touchdown run by West. Bulldogs 22, Warren Harding 12. Boy. Now that's kind of what I thought it was going to be. I said 23-14 on my show yesterday. So keep it right there. Make me look smart. I need all the help I can get.
Bulldogs, looking to get something going. But honestly, new coach, it all comes down to week 10, at least in some eyes over there in Canton.
Yeah.
The success of the season. It's been, 9 years in a row for the Tigers.
9 years in a row. The War of 1894 has not been kind to the folks with red and black, no doubt. Oh, young lady. You're giggling over there. Do we have another cramp, by the way?
We do.
We do.
So, whenever we get going again, it's going to be 4th and 25. So obviously, punting situation for the Dukes.
52 seconds left in the third quarter. This has been the third quarter from Crampville. 13-0 Dukes. Almost 9:15.
4th down 25 for the Dukes.
Warrensville has nobody back to receive the punt. I mean nobody.
Yeah, they're going.
They must be sending them all out. So Walter, the freshman quarterback, also the punter back there. There's the snap. Here they come. He got it away. Good job by Tyler. Now it does kick up a little bit and go out of bounds at the Warrensville 38. So it didn't work out horribly. But, hey, Walter did a good job. Just get it out of there. Just get it out of there. Coach Cardinal gives him a little pat on the helmet. Bauer's doing a nice job tonight. 15 years old. Are you kidding me? Varsity start under the lights. Wow. And he's just going to get better. Every snap, every practice, every series, every drill.
I mean, outside of that intentional grounding there, at the end of that drive there, he's made good decisions.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's seen the field well. They've helped him out with the play calling, but he's done his job so far.
So Warrensville Heights now trying to get that goose egg off the board with 45 seconds to go in the third quarter.
And we're going to have a false start. Both receivers were 5 yards downfield before they snapped the ball.
So 1st and 15 now for Warrensville Heights. 13-0 Marlington. We're in the third quarter. Dukes will play host to Northwest next Friday night, 7 o'clock here at Marlington.
That'll be Northwest season opener, won't it?
That's
Their game
right.
got canceled
That's
this week.
right. Forgot about that. Inside handoff, and Marlington having none of it. Down at the 32 on progress. Or I'm sorry. Yeah, 32-yard line on forward progress. Going right to left. Clock is down to 28 seconds to go third quarter. 13-0 Dukes.
Hayden got in on the stop, along with number 42, Ace Lowe. 38 on the play.
72 degrees right now
Cut that second
here at
down,
Marlington.
16.
It's going to heat up tomorrow a little bit. 83 on Saturday and a very comfortable 79 on Sunday. Looking ahead to next Friday, how about 75 and clear skies? Figures we're going to have air conditioning next Friday. It's going to go down to 50. Go figure. All right, let's take a break. Third quarter in the books. Marlington looking to put this baby away. It's Marlington Dukes 13, Warrensville Heights nothing. We'll come back with more on 1310 WDPN.
Peace of mind. It's one of the most important benefits that we can offer at Friends and Family Credit Union. Welcome to Family Secure Checking. It offers unrivaled security to protect your everyday finances and purchases, as well as comprehensive identity theft protection and reimbursement coverage, credit file monitoring, benefits for travel, shopping rewards, and cell phone protection that includes repair or replacement for up to 4 phones on your cell phone plan. It's time to bring a friend into the family.
When it comes to sports, Sam Berkwood brings the heat. Catch the Sam Berkwood Show weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on the WDPN Facebook and X pages, plus the Q92 YouTube channel. From the Browns to the Buckeyes, the Guardians, Cavs, and your local high school teams, if it's making headlines in the sports world, Sam is talking about it. It's the local sports talk you want. The Sam Berkwood Show, weekday afternoons on AM 1310 WDPN.
This is high school football on AM 1310 WDPN
Sam
and
Berkman.
streaming live on Facebook, X, and YouTube.
That's my bad. Back here at Marlington, Sam Berkman, Caleb Norick on 1310 WDPN. The Marlington Dukes with a 13-0 lead over the Tigers of Warrensville Heights as we get cranking up here in the fourth quarter of play. Dukes looking to go 1-0, and again, they will play Northwest 1 week from tonight. Remember, Northwest and Norton canceled because of illness in the Norton program. Had a bunch of people ask me the last couple of days, they're going to be able to make that game up. Can they reschedule it? Not sure. Obviously, both teams would love to play it. But I mean, when do you do it? You only have 9 more weeks to go. And probably just have to call that one a draw. Warrensville Heights quarterback now on the loose across the 40 to the 45 and maybe the 46-yard line. We'll see Avon Johnson on the carry. A couple of wiggles over here on the sideline. And tell you what, forward progress, they're going to actually give him to the Warrensville 46. So that is going to set up
4th and 3.
4th and 3.
Marlington had a couple chances to get him there, have a sack, and couldn't bring him down. He makes a good run there, and now it's a 4th and manageable.
I tell you what, I would not be surprised if they did a fake here. They got plenty of time now. Play clock is at 13, game clock at 11:05. They need 3. Marlington's not exactly buying 100% either that they're going to punt this ball. High snap. Well, they're not going to punt it now. All the way back at the 20-yard line and down. Holy mackerel. That was a high snap. And I think that was the young man I had on the show today, Caden Dine, number 0, making a big play for Marlington. And the Dukes will take over 1st and 10 at the Warrensville 19-yard line. Call it at the 20. That's a great play by Dine. And a cramp at the 15-yard line. So the clock stops with 10:58 to go. 13-0 is our score. Just looking at next week's weather. Realize it's going to be 46 degrees on Wednesday, Wednesday night. Well, I'll tell you what, there's just no slow, gradual.
Fall is here.
Unbelievable.
Jacket in the morning, and you'll be sweating in shorts by lunch.
Oh, my heavens. But next Friday's looking good. 75 for high, clear skies, and a low of 51. We'll be at Mount Union Stadium a week from tonight for the Alliance Aviators and the Louisville Leopards. Pregame at 6:30. Caleb and I will be with you, and then we'll kick it off at 7 p.m. I'll be doing my show from the press box as well next Friday at 3.
Purple Raiders kick off next week or in 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
2 weeks away.
I don't know if they're at home. Yes, they open at home against Wheaton, the Wheaton Thunder. Love that name. And then they'll be traveling to Grove City, PA, the following Saturday.
Gotcha.
So another cramp back at the 15-yard line. 13-0 here, Marlington. Let's see if we got any more Scores coming in here. Oh, yeah, quite a few.
Baseball news. Guardians are still up 1-0. Bottom of the fifth.
Start of the fourth at Mollenkoff. McKinley 22, Warren Harding 12. Final, Lake beat South Range 49-13. Cool. Glenville 27, Massillon 27 in the fourth quarter. What a game that is. Boy, Clint and the boys have a good one tonight on Q92 Radio. No doubt about it.
Oh, my. Look at this. Touchdown catch by, listeners can't see it, but big touchdown catch for a Glenville receiver. He just went right up and over Massillon
wow.
DB. Comes in bounds.
That's Big Ten play right there.
Of course, we talked about Glenville. They're at Coach Ginn's D1 factory there.
Yep. No doubt about it. All right, here we go.
You lose all that momentum on that big punt. And botch punt. Marlington starts at the 20, but it feels like 10 minutes ago.
It was 10 minutes ago. First and 10 at the 20-yard line. And in trouble, Warrensville Heights. Nice run by turnaround, young man. That's 0. Yes, Caden Dine.
Yeah, he just followed the left side of his line there and just said, hey, make room, gain a 7.
So the Marlington Dukes.
Coach Cardinal, you're probably feeling a whole lot better if you can get in the end zone here.
Mm-hmm. No doubt about it. Second down. Lead slot to the left in the Wildcat, Marlington. Jones gets the direct snap. He handed it off to Dine, and he got leveled at the 15-yard line. But he gets up off the hop and says, let's go. Give it to me again. Just a reminder, Dukes are in the RG Drag Red Zone. Learn, and succeed. RG Drag. Proud sponsors of our Red Zone. Haven't had many snaps from scrimmage inside the red zone for both these teams tonight.
This might be our first. We
stuff
toyed around it
the
at about the 25-yard line both sides, but
so shout out to our good friends at RG Drag, sponsors of our Red Zone all season long. Wide to the right, slot left, inside counter, fake. What happened here? Flag came blistering in from the back of the end zone. It landed at the 12-yard line. Meanwhile, the Marlington player went down at about the 11. The flag came in, whistles blew, and we'll see what's going on here.
like a delayed draw in the Wildcat there. The guy kept it, but then there was a hold by
a holding penalty. Yep,
the Dukes.
So that'll be a 10-yard penalty on Marlington. 13-0 Dukes. We're in the fourth quarter. Here on AM 1310 WDPN, Sam Berkwood and Caleb Norick going to be with you on this Friday night. The Lid Lifter, the season opener for 2025. McKinley, 38-yard touchdown pass. Bulldogs lead Warren Harding now 29-12. So it looks like the Pups are going to put that baby away. Louisville 24 and New Philly nothing. We're setting up for a good one next Friday. Alliance and Louisville over at Mount Union. Dukes third down and quite a bit. Handoff Evanich cruising his way inside the 20. Down to the 19, down to the 18, and that should be set up for about a fourth and, I'm going to say a 4th and 9. Another official's timeout and another cramp at the 25-yard line. And that will stop the clock again with 8:27 left to go in the game. 13-0 Marlington with the lead. High school football, if you missed it last night, Fairless beat Sandy Valley 50-13. And Perry opened up with a win over Canton Central Catholic 41-14. We had both those games for you all along the Q92 Radio Sports Network.
You were at the Central game?
Yeah, just as a observer. Yep, down on the sideline, getting some photos.
How many times did you have to do a double take with the Perry offense and think, wait a second,
right?
what is this?
I couldn't believe it. I saw forward pass. I saw the hurry-up offense. I saw 40-yard fly patterns. I mean, stuff I haven't seen.
I mean, it worked for Coach Wake. I mean,
yeah, right.
Keyshawn
He almost,
Sims,
yeah, he had to.
They had the guys,
Yeah.
but you got a generation of Panther fans that have never seen two formations in a game until last night.
I bet a lot of people like, okay, what are we doing here? Is this Perry? Now they did.
Of course, putting the points up helps ease some.
Right. But they were pretty impressive. They got behind Central's DBs a couple times last night. It was a 27-14 game, and then Perry scored a couple on them and kind of put that one away. Now the Panthers, I was led to believe we're going to make these sweeping changes with their uniforms this year. And I show up last night and I see white jerseys, white pants, black numbers, no names, no nothing. But they changed to white face masks. And it just looks different. They look like Penn State. They look like Penn State when they're on the road. Except Perry had the white face mask with the black helmets. Here come the Marlington Dukes now. They got to convert. 4th and 8 in the Wildcat position now at the Warrensville 17-yard line. Now, did they restart the clock? They did, so they're just kind of milking it now.
Yeah, I think
play clock is
Coach
down
Cardinal,
to 4.
he's with the official. He's just waiting
gonna
for it
call
to go to
another
one and call a timeout. Now, that's the Dukes' first charge timeout because of all these injuries.
That's right. And that timeout is brought to you in part by Friends and Family Credit Union. It's always a good time to bring a friend into the family. So timeout here at Marlington. We've had a few of those tonight. 8:08 to go in the game. It's 13-0 Dukes. We'll keep it here. Sam Berkman and Caleb North. 1310 WDPN as the Warrensville Heights band cranks it up over there on the far side. Boy, they're loud, aren't they?
Yeah. They're not that big, but they are loud and they sound good.
They do. Great job. Did a great job at the during the halftime show here tonight. Stick around. Quick post-game show coming up for you at the conclusion of tonight's game. Hey, I want to shout out Beatty Sports, proud sponsors of our Beatty Sports Unsung Hero of the Game, Beatty Sports in Louisville.
Coach Cardinal, his choice for unsung hero of the game. We talked about first play of the game, opening kickoff. He makes the tackle. So
yeah, right on, man. Right on it. All right, here we go. 4th and 8 for the Dukes at the Warrensville 19-yard line. Back to throw. Walter, pump fake left, pump fake, lets it fly. Got a man open. Touchdown, Marlington. Oh, baby, what a play. Walter to Evanich. 6 more for the Dukes. That could be the dagger. 19-0 Marlington. What a play.
what a pass from the young kid. That was right on the mark there. Evanich, was all alone down here at the bottom. He just ran right past the DB and said, throw it up there, I'll go get it. And he did.
And I'll tell you what, I'm as impressed by just the real casual pump fake. It looked like he's been back there for 4 years. Walter to Evanich, touchdown Dukes, 19-0. That'll wrap this one up. Extra point coming up here for Halen Siders. Oh, they botched that snap again. They call fire. Pass is intercepted by Warrensville, and that'll make the play dead. Well, that's the only problem Marlington's had tonight. They've had a couple of penalties. They've had a couple of mishaps on the point after touchdown. But other than that, they've had a pretty good night. 8:03 to go in the fourth quarter. It's Marlington 19 and Warrensville Heights nothing. Want to step away? Let's step away. Get a couple of promos in here, and we'll come back with more on 1310 WDPN.
Hey, sports fans, want the latest local sports news, game photos, coach and player interviews, and live play-by-play coverage? Then follow Q92 Sports on social media now. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Like, follow, and subscribe today. Catch the highlights, relive the moments, and stay connected to your hometown teams. Q92 Sports, your home for everything local sports. Real teams, real action, real coverage. Follow Q92 Sports on social media.
This is high school football on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on Facebook, X, and YouTube.
So set to kick off for the Dukes.
Sam Berkman, Caleb Lorick back with you, 1310 WDPN. All over but the shouting here. Marlington 20 and Warrensville Heights nothing. Siders with the kickoff. Line drive, return from the 10. Right hash 15 to the 20. Coming around the left side out of the 22 to the 24 and down at the 24-yard line. Should have given him the 24 on progress, but they're going to give him the 21. And that's where Heights will go first and 10. 20-0 Marlington. Bulldogs 36, Warren Harding 12, 9:50 to go in the game. That's all she wrote there. That was tight. It was 8-6 at one point. It was 15-12 at one point. How about this? Canfield 26, West Branch 21 in the fourth quarter. That is a barn burner there over at Canfield. Whereas West Branch getting ready to host their first game on turf at Clinton Heacock Stadium. A lot of, I think I read it, like a $2 million renovation with lights and turf and just a bunch of remodeling and renovations. I think they put a new track. I mean, they did it up. I can't wait for us to be over there. Now, we're not going to be there, I think, for like week 8.
Yeah.
And then we're there back-to-back weeks, I think. But that'll be fun. That'll be fun. 20-0 here at Marlington over Warrensville Heights. Tigers with a first and 10. They're going to go left to right. First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And going Massillon still tied at 27 in the fourth.
Wow. It's back to throw. Fires it. Left side caught 22. Got away and down at the 23-yard line. Jones on the tackle for the Marlington Dukes. 20-0. Marlington. They're going to win their home opener here tonight.
Johnson pass complete. Tackle on the play made by Connor Gill for the Dukes. Second down, 8 coming.
Trips to the right now for Heights. Little bubble pass out in the flat. Almost intercepted or tipped up in the air. It's caught at the 25, 26, 27. Slammed to the turf at the 27-yard line. 1, 2, 3. You see there again, you see 4, 5 black helmets almost on every play. As Simon Williams caught it, and before he knew it, there was a whole swarm of Dukes bringing him down. That's what Joe Cardinal talked about. He loves how these kids run to the football.
Yeah, if you're that Marlington coaching staff, defensively you're happy. I mean, they've played well. They've stayed home. They've limited the mistakes, and obviously they're trying to keep them off the scoreboard. But
they're down for Heights. They're going to need about 4 up the right side. Now Jones is going to reverse his field and go way over on the other side. Johnson, rather, I should say, Javon Johnson, 35, 40, 41, and out at the 41, and that should be a first down for Marlington, and it is. But those plays have been far and few between for the Tigers of Warrensville Heights tonight. Marlington with a 20-0 lead here in the fourth quarter. Sam Berkman and Caleb Norick with you. Our lid lifter in 2025. 6:33 to go here in the ballgame, with the Dukes comfortably ahead. Massillon, Glenville, 3 minutes to go, 27-27. Back to throw, past the flat, caught at the 40. Good move, good hit at the 42-yard line and down. Who was that young man? Let me tell you, 42. Asa Lowe, sophomore. Big hit by the Dukes.
tackle on the play made by number 42, Ace Lowe.
Yeah, again there they threw a little bubble type looking play and they stretched it out, and
4 on the play, brings up a second down.
Lowe
6.
comes in and laid the hit there.
We got an unbelievable stat for you from that Warren Harding McKinley game after this play. Heights 1st and 10. Down 20 here in the 4th. Deep throw, left side. It is incomplete down at the Marlington 33-yard line.
Safety there was waiting for it, and the Warrensville Heights player turned into a defender, knocked it down, so he didn't get the pick.
Intended for Dorian Jones. That pass falls incomplete.
Stick around. Quick post-game show coming up at the conclusion of tonight's game.
3rd down 7 upcoming.
Take a look at the ball game we had here. We'll look at the scoreboard. Bid you adieu until week 2. So Warren Harding McKinley tonight. McKinley 378 total yards. Warren Harding had 68. Wow. Back to throw. He's in trouble. Marlington chased him. Got across the 35 to the 40. Breaks the tackle 45 and out of bounds at the 48-yard line. Javon Johnson, the senior, 6 feet, 185 pounds. You know, it's kind of getting lost in everything because we've had so many stoppages in play, so many penalties. The Marlington defense has been really, really good tonight.
Yeah. It hasn't been one player, or on the offensive side, Evanescence has played well today. On the defensive side, they're swarming to the ball, they're making plays, getting to the quarterback. Marlington's going to take a timeout here.
Timeout Marlington.
20-0 is our score. Heights is going to have a 4th and about 2. Coming up out of the timeout. They're at their own 49. This timeout brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union, where it's always a good time to bring a friend into the family. That's Friends and Family Credit Union. Let's keep it here. Let's keep it here. Nope, never mind. We're back. I couldn't even hear the spot there for a minute. The band, they're getting down over there. Warrensville Heights.
Warrensville Heights has the athletes. They've made the plays. They just keep shooting themselves in the foot, get behind the sticks, and then they just can't make it up.
Probably in the neighborhood of 10 penalties tonight for 80, maybe 85 yards. And remember, we had a couple of offsetting
not including
that
those,
were like 15-yarders. So
they've had multiple illegal formations, false starts, delay of games. New coaching staff. Everyone's trying to learn. What we talked to Coach Russ. He's been in football for a long time. Played for the Patriots in the 90s.
Yep.
And this is his first game as a head coach.
First down, Warrensville Heights down to the Marlington 48-yard line. Good tough run there by Simon Williams. Next Friday we'll be in Alliance, Mount Union Stadium, Aviators and Leopards, 1310 WDPN, kickoff at 7. Ursuline over Steubenville, 37-7 in the 4th quarter. Don't see that very often. I think that game was in Steubenville. I'm not sure, but if it was, the natives will not be happy down there on the river. Throw over the middle. Intercepted! Yes! Picked off by the Marlington Dukes. That is Cole Jones on the interception, and Marlington will take over 1st and 10.
The free safety there. He was just sitting back there in
Sitting there
center
waiting,
field,
buddy.
waiting. And he said, "Surely you're not going to throw that." And he did. And he stepped right in front of it and gets the interception. Marlington takes over.
So the Dukes get the ball back. 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line with a 20-0 lead. Again, I believe that's the second interception for Warrensville tonight.
This punt over here technically will go down as a fumble recovery. So
yep.
Marlington +2 on the turnover category tonight, which helps.
And off to the Dukes, coming over the left side across the 28 to the 29-yard line. It'll be second down. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. We'll give them 3, call it second down and 7.
Well, they got Walter out there, but he's about 15 yards from the ball down here on the low end.
Yeah, they're running. They've been doing a lot of Wildcat tonight, which I'm sure was part of the plan, the opening game. Anything you do on week 1 has obviously been part of the plan. It wasn't one of those things, hey, let's try it. This was probably a part of the mix to get Tyler as many different looks, under center, in the shotgun, maybe line him up on a slot, doing different things.
Here he comes again. He's the only guy split out wide.
They're finally going to roll a safety over. Marlington in the – no, they didn't get it off. Nope, too much time. Nope, timeout.
Timeout on the field.
Timeout presented by Friends and Family Credit Union. It's always a good time to bring a friend into the family. Holy cow, there's been a lot of stoppages tonight. Let's see here. Harding's on the board with 8 minutes to go with McKinley 36 and Warren Harding 19. Final score just in: Dover beats Glen Oak 18-7. Maslin and Glenville 27-27 deep into the fourth quarter at All Brown Tiger Stadium.
Matchup you figure is going to be 2 finalists at the end of October, November there.
No doubt.
And turning out to be exactly what we thought it was going to be. A good football game.
I mean, you don't get much better than that. 27 apiece with a couple minutes to go. Battle of the Titans over in Maslin tonight. Meanwhile, Marlington up to the line of scrimmage now here at second down and 7, going right to left at their own, not their own 30-yard line. Inside handoff. Here we go. 30, 35, 36, and down at the 36-yard line. That was Blaze Horn, number 12, getting the carry.
Be enough for a first down. They can continue to chew the clock.
Blaze 5'8", 150-pound sophomore for Coach Joe Cardinal. Going to get their first win here of the new season. As I said many times during the week on my show and the other day, if you're a coach and it's your first game of high school football, you got there's a lot of newness, whether it's players, coaching staff, fields, whatever. You don't care. You just want to get a win. You don't care how ugly, how anything. As long as you got one more point, that's all that matters. The film, you can work on that on Sunday or Monday. You just want to get a win and get out. Horn on the carry, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle. They're trying to just rip that ball out of there. And Blaze Horn says, you're not getting it. And he rumbles out to the 40-yard line for a gain of 3. We'll call it second and 7. And now Warrensville Heights calls the timeout.
Looking ahead the next week, Marlington, like you mentioned, the host Northwest. This Warrensville Heights team will host JFK on next Friday, and we'll see. Northwest, we don't know what you're getting.
Yeah.
If you're the Dukes. And
so how do you – I meant to ask Coach Cardinal, but I didn't want to do the old look ahead because tonight's the night. How do you prepare for a team that didn't play the week before? But you go back and look at their scrimmages, and what do you do?
Scrimmage film, but it's just not the same as we've seen tonight. The speed's just different. And also, you throw officials out there. Maybe they have some at scrimmages, but they're not there to to blow the whistle there.
Yeah. Some of the folks are headed for their cars, and boy, on a night like tonight, I would just sit out in the stands and just enjoy the night. Got a feeling there's some bonfires going on here, huh? A little bit later on. Horn gets the carry around the right side, and Blaze is taken down. Helmets are on the field, a little dust up between one of the Tigers and one of the Dukes, but the young man from Warrensville Heights gets his helmet back, and everything is okay. That was Emmanuel Colvin who kind of lost his headgear there. Timeout, Warrensville Heights, by the way. Timeout brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union. It's always a good time to bring a friend into the family. Friends and Family Credit Union. 20-0, Marlington. This game is 2 hours and 45 minutes old. All right, I'm just gonna throw this at you out of left field. Prognostication. Don't look at anything. Who wins, Glen Oak or Glenville or Massillon?
Ooh.
Or you know what the easy answer is? They're going to go overtime. We'll see what happens. They might be in overtime. Who knows?
Yeah, that's
usually down the stretch when you don't get those updates you were getting fast and furious during the game. It's like crunch time, and usually it's okay. Big play here or there. We might be playing extra football. Here comes a little fake to Horn and a keeper around the 36 out to the 37-yard line for Jones.
Number 4, Bryce Jones.
Bryce with the carry, and I think
use their last time out.
Warrensville Heights mercifully has used their last timeout.
Timeout on the play. Timeout.
If you'd have given them 15, they'd have taken them all. 3:13 left to go in the game. This timeout brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union. Always a good time to bring a friend into the family. You got great HELOC rates right now. Check them out. Friends and Family Credit Union. Big supporters of high school sports in the area.
The Tigers they brought a lot of talent back. A lot of new coaches over there, though. You got some guys that got head coaching jobs elsewhere. So an early season test is not a bad thing.
They lost.
Seems like it was a great one.
I think they lost 3 coaches. The other maybe 4. I'm not sure. I know 3 of them went over to Perry with Spencer. So, well, that would be 4 then, because Spencer was there. That he took 3 over. So, yeah. But what a way to open the season! Holy smokes! Barn burner over at Massillon. See if the Tigers can pull that thing out. Jackson apparently looked really good tonight. Lake was on all cylinders. Glen Oak stumbled a bit against Dover, but the Tornadoes, a real good football program. Alder back to punt of the way. His best punt of the night. And fielded at the 30-yard line. Returned for Heights up to the boundary and out of bounds at the 40. That's where Warrensville will go 1st and 10 with 3:04 left to go in the game. I beg your pardon. I've been giving you the wrong score here for about the last 15 minutes. It's 19-0 Marlington. I forgot about that missed.
Over their own 40-yard line.
2 of them missed one and then botched the snap on the other. Did a little attempt at a 2-point conversion and threw it away.
I got to send a correction to the group text here. I'm giving the wrong score. Marlington 19. Warrensville zip.
Starting to see numbers I don't recognize on the Marlington defense. So some younger guys getting opportunities to get some snaps here.
Yeah, back to throw. Rolling left. Now he's going to reverse his field. Johnson's in big trouble. Gets out of it again. He's looking downfield. Now he's going to throw. Now he's going to run and goes out of bounds at the 40. He ran 50 to lose 2. Hey, great coverage downfield. And Javon had nowhere to go. All he knew was just run, and just elude people in the black helmets. But sooner or later, you're going to run out of time and real estate, and that's what happened there, 2nd down.
Well, if you're Coach Cardinal, I mean, you're excited about that. Now, this week, you're coaching, now let's finish. The pursuit's there.
Right.
Now let's make the tackle.
Let's get him down. Yep. So a loss of 2. 2nd and 12 for Warrensville at their own 41-yard line. And back to throw again. Throws in the flat, caught, and getting away at the 40. Breaking a tackle at the 43, split down and taken down at the 44-yard line. That was Jordan Mitchell, I think.
That's where that pursuit comes in. He breaks the tackle, and you had 2 more Dukes over there. Keep them to a gain of 2 or 3 there. And I won't tell you what we got.
Oh, not just 1, 2. 2 players down with cramps.
I think that 50-50 might have go to the athletic training staff tonight. They're going to be charging overtime.
I'll tell you.
certainly getting their steps in.
Athletic Director Scott Stair, he thought he was going to get out of here at 11 o'clock tonight. Not now, my friend. 2:34 left to go. 19-0. Marlington with a 3-touchdown lead. Post-game show coming up when we're done. It'll be a quick one. We'll get you ready for Alliance and Louisville next Friday from Mount Union. Boy, it's still nothing on Massillon and Glenville. Something's got to be going on over there. That's been 27-27 with about 3 minutes to go for quite a while. Most of the games are final. This baby may end up taking 3 hours.
7 minutes ago, Massillon in the red zone, 1:31 to go in the fourth, tied at 27. Of course, that game on Q92.
I think maybe they were kind of bleeding the clock down. A lot of timeouts maybe by both teams going down the stretch because all he needs is a field goal to win.
Yep.
So maybe they were trying to do that. Not sure. But here it's 19-0 Dukes. Down in Texas, the Rangers have taken the lead 2-1 over the Guardians in the bottom of the 7th inning. Cowboys lead the Falcons 17-10, Eagles 16, Jets 3, Titans 17, Vikings 3. Chiefs at halftime over the Bears 20-10. Baseball, Astros 10, Orioles 7 in the 8th. Tigers 7, Royals 3 in the 8th. What's the Yankees and the Red Sox doing here? Wow, 1-0. Boston beats New York. That's the final.
Listening to Clint over on Q92, he's explaining the rules of overtime. So I'm going to make the assumption
it went overtime.
That they're in overtime there.
All right, looks like we're back to action here, hopefully. 3:04 to go. 19-0 Marlington here on 1310 WDPN. Sam Berkman, good to be with you, along with Caleb Norick on this football Friday night. 3rd down and 9. That's it, back to throw over the middle, incomplete. They'll bring up 4th down. Clock will stop.
Johnson's pass falls incomplete.
Marlington hosting Northwest here. They played 3 of their first 4 at home. Do the Dukes in 2025. Low snap. Goes back and picks it up. Hudson looking left. Fires it. Sideline caught midfield. Broke a tackle. And a first down for Warrensville at the Marlington 45-yard line. So the drive will continue for the Tigers of Warrensville Heights. They just want to get something on the board here before they get on the bus and head back home. You never want to go home with a goose egg. They got 2 minutes and 10 seconds left.
They're going to have. Unfortunately, they had a receiver run a fade route there. He was through the end zone. He had to come back, and he wasn't set when they came.
So another 5-yard penalty on Heights with 2:09 left to go. Officials say, let's put that clock back into motion. First down, Warrensville at midfield. Johnson back to throw, fires it out in the right flat, caught at midfield, break a tackle at the 45, and finally wrestled down at about the 43 of Marlington, and that will be enough for a Warrensville Heights Tigers first down. So now Heights will go into the hurry up here with 1:38 left. They're down 19 here in the 4th. Trips left, slot right. Johnson, right side, caught, out of bounds at the 32, maybe the 33-yard line. Wellensby with the catch, stops the clock, out of bounds with 1:28 to go. McKinley 43, Harding 19. The Bulldogs have scored again. You know what? We may be done before them.
Yeah.
Of course, they've had a lot of points. Johnson on a little scramble out of the backfield, 35-30 down to the 27. Be short of the first down. That's going to bring up about a second down at about 4 for Heights.
Inside of a minute.
Yeah, almost. We're getting there. 1:08 to go. Let's see here. Right. Now we're under a minute to go. 54-53. Clock ticking. Second down at about 4. Johnson to throw it again. He just back there dancing around. Now he's going to tuck it and go. 25. Breaks the tackle 24. And he'll be taken down at the 22-yard line. And that will be another first down.
Once again, scrambles for
42 seconds left to go in the game. You're just turning it on here, 13-10. Hang out with us here for a little bit. Enjoy the post game as the Dukes are going to come out here with a big win here tonight. Johnson throws it. Caught about the 15 and driven out of bounds. Oh, no. Flag is thrown.
Johnson's pass is complete.
And that'll be
To number 5.
unnecessary roughness on Marlington. That'll be half the distance. So that'll be, I'll take that down to around the 6 or 7 yard line. It'll be first and goal with about 32 seconds to go for Warrensville Heights.
So over in Massillon, the Tigers had a 27-yard field goal to win it, and they got blocked. So they're in overtime.
No. So now it's Glenville's turn. Oh my God!
That was end of regulation, so they're in overtime now.
Oh, that was. Oh, okay. Wow. Great, right? Because they were down in the red zone there. Speaking of the red zone, Warrensville Heights is back in that red zone, courtesy of RG Drag. RG Drag, learn, earn, and succeed. The RG Drag red zone. Trips left, slot right. Johnson in the gun. Warrensville just trying to get some points on the board. He's looking left, looking left. Now he's going to run it, and he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown. Warrensville Heights with a score with 24 seconds left to go. It makes it 19-6, Marlington.
Not a huge contingent of Tiger fans over there, but they're loud, and they're happy they're on the board.
So Massillon with a field goal to win it at the end of regulation. Field goal no good, blocked. And now the Tarbletters and Tigers are headed for overtime, and Paul Brown 27-27. Wow. Well, Heights will go for 2. Johnson in the gun. Handoff right up the middle and into the end zone. 2 points for Warrensville Heights. I believe that was Simon Williams. I have given up on the yellow numbers on the white jerseys. But I know it's 2 points, and it's 19-8. Marlington with 24 seconds left to go. Stick around. Post-game show coming up when we're done. We'll take a little break after the fourth quarter comes to an end, and we'll kind of reset. It's the post-game here before we bid you adieu for this Friday night. Don't forget, 7 days from today, we'll be at Mount Union, the Lions Aviators, and the Louisville Leopards, the battle of 1-0 teams, right here on AM 1310 WDPN. Boy, Massillon, 27-yard field goal, and yep, Glenville blocked it. Boy, they doggone almost ran that thing back. They almost ran that thing back. Boy, Massillon lucky that thing's going to overtime after that. Holy cow.
Shades of the kick 6 there.
Right? Well, look like they had a great crowd over there tonight, too. And why not for that matchup? Well, we'll see if Heights tries the old onside. I think they probably will. Down 11 with 24 seconds left to go. Dukes are certainly expecting it. There it is. And it bounces, and the Dukes fall on it at the 42-yard line. 23 seconds left, so we'll have to snap it one more time. And Marlington's going to get out of here with their first win in 2025. For Joe Cardinal, you got to be pretty happy. Started a freshman tonight. Managed the game really well for you. Did a nice job in the punt game, I thought. The Joneses had good games tonight for Marlington. Cole and Bryce. Caden Dine played really well. Obviously, Cam Evanich just doing what he does. They got some building blocks here. They really do.
For sure, they got some athletes. They got guys out there making plays, and we celebrate this tonight, and then tomorrow start getting ready for Northwest.
Yep.
On to week 2.
So that will do it here at Marlington High School. Climb has run out at the home of the Dukes. And your final score here tonight from Marlington. The Marlington Dukes 19 and the Warrensville Heights Tigers 8. We'll take a break and we'll come back here with the postgame show next on 1310 WDPN.
High school football exemplifies the true meaning of teamwork. At Friends and Family Credit Union, our team of local friendly professionals offer the same true spirit for our members. With a wide array of products from vehicle loans to personal loans, family secure checking with ID Protect, mortgage, home equity line of credit, and more. For over 60 years, we have the game plan for your financial well-being. Visit any of our 3 convenient locations, online or mobile banking. Now, more than ever, it's time to bring a friend into the family.
For over 20 years, Pierce Motors has been your trusted, locally owned and operated auto repair shop, delivering ASE certified bumper-to-bumper service you can count on. From oil changes to engine repairs and diagnostics, we do it all with quality work at a fair price. Visit us at 170 East Main Street, Limaville, or call 330-821-7744 today and see why so many in the community rely on Pierce Motors.
RG Drag, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Drag students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Drag to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Drag, where careers begin.
Hey, man, good to see you. What brings you out here today? Need to pick up a few tools. You? I need new kitchen cabinets, countertops, maybe even a whole new kitchen, but I can't get any help or find what I need in this place. You need to go to Robertson's for that. Robertson's Kitchen and Bath Gallery is an American Standard plumbing registered showroom, and their knowledgeable consultants have the training and expertise to actually help you get what you need without breaking your budget.
Visit Robertson Kitchen and Bath at 2155 West Main Street in the Alliance Industrial Park, or visit them online at robertsonkitchenandbath.com, where amazing meets affordable.
Hey, sports fans, want the latest local sports news, game photos, coach and player interviews, and live play-by-play coverage? Then follow Q92 Sports on social media now. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Like, follow, and subscribe today. Catch the highlights, relive the moments, and stay connected to your hometown teams. Q92 Sports, your home for everything local sports. Real teams, real action, real coverage. Follow Q92 Sports on social media. When it comes to sports, Sam Berkwin brings the heat. Catch the Sam Berkwin Show weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on the WDPN Facebook and X pages, plus the Q92 YouTube channel. From the Browns to the Buckeyes, the Guardians, Cavs, and your local high school teams, if it's making headlines in the sports world, Sam is talking about it. It's the local sports talk you want. The Sam Berkwin Show, weekday afternoons on AM 1310 WDPN.
This is high school football on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on Facebook, X, and YouTube.
And we are back in Marlington, the home of the Dukes, on this Friday night. And it's a winner for the home team as the Marlington Dukes get out here with a win by the score of 19-8. Marlington 1-0. Warrensville Heights drops to 0-1. Sam Berkman, Caleb Norick back with you on 1310 WDPN and all across the 1310 WDPN social media platforms. All right, partner. One in the books. Give me your thoughts on both these teams, and we'll start with Marlington.
For Marlington, you got to be excited if you're Coach Cardinal. It's a great way to start the season. We talked about it a little bit in the broadcast. There's some building blocks there. You got some guys making plays. You got a young quarterback that stayed composed, made the plays he needed to make, didn't make the mistakes, didn't turn the ball over. And the end result is 19 points in the win.
Dukes, again, we talked about their building blocks tonight. Obviously, the freshman quarterback, Walter, he's just going to grow into it. He's going to be okay. Logan Kuhn did a nice job just kind of doing the things that really don't go into the box score, if you will. Bryce and Cole Jones had great games tonight. I thought Siders did a nice job. Caden Dine, nice job both sides of the ball. Of course, Cam Evanich did a terrific job. And I want to shout out Cole Bates. I thought did a nice job just, lining up in the slot or the H-back, just doing a nice job offensively. Seaburn, I thought, had a real nice game. Jaden Henson played well tonight. Axon Collins played well tonight. It was a team effort. And when you get that at home on your first game, after being away for a long time, if you're a coach, Joe Cardinal, you'll take it. I know Warrensville made a lot of mistakes, but still, Marlington, I thought, played well defensively. They played sound. They didn't really hurt themselves on that side of the ball, and good win for them. Good win for them. All right, final score 19-8 in favor of the Marlington Dukes. We will take one more break, and we will come back and wrap it up on 1310 WDPN. Stay with us.
Looking for your home for local sports? Head over to Q92radiosports.com, the official website of Q92 Sports Network. Catch every live broadcast of high school games and Mount Union sports. Stay up to date with the latest local sports stories. Check scores from around the area and never miss a game with our full broadcast schedule. It's everything sports all in one place. Q92radiosports.com, your local sports connection.
Hey everyone, it's Rex Combs, Rex in the Morning on AM 1310, inviting you to tune in Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. for unforgettable favorites, music news, and more. With myself, Clint Marshall on News and Sports, and Mark Johnson from News 5 giving us the weather forecast. Monday through Friday, 6 to 10 a.m., Rex in the Morning, it's all about the music right here on AM 1310 WDPN.
Peace of mind. It's one of the most important benefits that we can offer at Friends and Family Credit Union. Welcome to Family Secure Checking. It offers unrivaled security to protect your everyday finances and purchases, as well as comprehensive identity theft protection and reimbursement coverage, credit file monitoring, benefits for travel, shopping rewards, and cell phone protection that includes repair or replacement for up to 4 phones on your cell phone plan. It's time to bring a friend into the family.
This is high school football on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on Facebook, X, and YouTube.
Welcome back to Marlington for the final time tonight. There's something going on down here? Hard to tell. We're kind of out of the line of sight. I just assume everything's okay. Final score 19-8 here. Marlington goes to 1-0. Warrensville Heights goes to 0-1. Let's check the scores before we head on out the door. In overtime tonight, holy cow, game of the night. Cleveland-Glenville. Cleveland-Glenville beats Massillon. Now, that can't be right. Is it? There's no way that can be 32-27. Unless they award 5 points for a touchdown.
Walk-off touchdown.
So I'm going to assume their final score was 33-27, but Glenville beat Massillon at Tiger Stadium. What a game that was in overtime. 68 points in Warren tonight. McKinley 43, Harding 25. That's a final. Louisville was hammering New Philly 24-zip late. Dover beat Glen Oak 18-7. Let's see here. Jackson was beating Chardon pretty good, 35-13 late. Lake did beat South Range tonight by the score of 49-13. And I think I just saw an update here. Wow, that game ended up being a blowout. Canfield beat West Branch tonight, 43-25. That was close with about 10 minutes to go. Canfield went crazy. They beat the Warriors 43-25. Last night, if you missed it, Canton Central Catholic fell to Perry 41-14, and Fairless beat Sandy Valley by the score of 50-13. They're in the, top of the 8th inning down in Texas. Rangers 2, Guardians 1. Nobody out. Guardians got the bases loaded. So we'll see if they can push a couple across there and take the lead down there in Texas. Caleb, your final thoughts before we say goodbye for week 1.
It was a good one. Overall, sloppy play to start, but at the end of the day, Marlington was able to pull it out. If you're Warrensville Heights, there's things obviously to work on, but you got a new coach, you got a new coaching staff, and we saw him in the huddle there at the end. I guarantee you he's letting them know these are self-inflicted wounds, and we gotta get better. They gotta get better if they want to improve the season. So Marlington, great start, and like I said, celebrate it tonight, go home, and tomorrow get up and get ready for the Indians.
That's right. Northwest will be here next Friday at 7 o'clock. Caleb and I will be at Mount Union as the Alliance Aviators will take on the Louisville Leopards. Battle of 1-0 teams next Friday beginning at 6:30 with the pregame and the kick at 7 right here on AM 1310 WDPN. For my partner, Caleb Nork, great job, my friend. Looking forward to work with you again next Friday. Thanks to the crew back at AM 1310 and Q92 Radio Sports. And most of all, thanks for listening, everybody. We had a good time here tonight. Final score, Marlington 19, Warrensville Heights 8. Sam Berkman saying so long from Marlington. You've been listening to High School Football on AM 1310 WDPN. Good night, everybody.